But alright, with Evan here in person to help me with the bullet hell, we're just gonna jump right into it. Oh, and hello YouTube.
Hi YouTube. I'm here too.
Evan is here too.
I'm here for Gamer Boy professional support.
Yep, professional gamer.
I'm just back over here.
I know you can't hear, I'm sorry.
The screen, huh? I still have the voice. Thinking back on all the various clues we discussed, I can't pinpoint anything which can provide an answer to that question. Huh. Feels like deja vu, doesn't it? When all other options are ruled out, I can only turn towards the one which still remains. The one thing we've yet to discuss. Eva, it's time to bring an end to what you started.
Oh shit.
For better or for worse, this one will be your final lie. Hey, what was done to solve the final piece of the puzzle?
Oh!
However, it won't be without a fight. Announcing argument altercation.
Oh god, this is the official name for it?
Yeah. In this game, you and your opponent battle each other in a bullet hell extravaganza. Dodge your opponent's attack, shoot down their arguments, and solve the case.
Alright, with Evan here, I'm gonna try it,
Yes.
but I have a feeling it's not gonna go well.
I'm curious to see what it's going to look like with it being on the gentle difficulty. Because like I said, I played on a normal, so I don't know how it's going to look on this one here. So you can look at the buttons, everything first. WSD is going to be your best friend, as well as Houdini, the cornbone Houdini, as well as I think those might be all the controls that you need there. Yeah, so that's just more about how to play the game. So everything you really need is WSD to move in the directions, think like Stardew style.
Uh-huh.
And then F is spacebar. Spacebar is probably one you use the most, and then F is like a bit. It'll all come through as you start playing a little more.
That's a lot. Okay.
Use the watch keys to move. Spacebar to fire noiseful. You can also focus by pressing left shift, which will slow down the battle temporarily, just like in the argument.
Oh, okay, so instead of spacebar to slow it down, it's the shift key.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your opponent will fire their own bullets, so be sure to use your abilities occasionally to avoid damage. They'll also make statements of their own, here as orange text.
Oh, hello, Allie. Hello.
Oh, they also started the game with a shield, meaning they cannot be damaged by any means. But wearing or not, you can weaken their shield by breaking their statements with your bullets. Breaking their statements also charges your Mega Bullet. You'll want to press the F key to fire that one. Why? Well, it's the only way to damage your opponent. If you miss, don't worry, just break more statements in order to recharge your Mega Bullets. Let me see it before we go through on this one, because it also gives you the visual assistance there. Because it's talking about after a certain amount of hits, you're probably going to go to the next stage, and it'll get a little more difficult as you go on through each stage, essentially. But that kind of shows you an example of how things will look.
Okay.
Like, there'll be certain statements that she throws out, like saying this isn't fair, and you'll want to shoot that with your normal spacebar bullet to kind of like build up your Mega Bullet, as they say, and then you'll shoot that at Eva to damage her. And that just kind of shows the meters and everything there. But yeah, it'll just be a learning thing. After a certain amount of hits, you'll progress to the next stage. Okay, yeah, I said that. Wow, once they finally run out of HP, your opponent will then ask you to solve their burning question. Press the joystick using the correct result in case. That will probably honestly be like, it happens so fast where it'll show like 4 words and you want to put them in the correct order.
Okay.
It's a very fast reaction thing at the end. But if you have to start over from the last stage.
Jesus Christ. That jump scared me. I was like, if you feel you have to start over the entire thing?
Not the entire thing, just if you miss that final 4 words, it'll start from like the last stage of the battle. If you lose and you go back to the beginning, trust me, I know because I spent so long on this.
Jesus.
However, losing all your HP will force you to restart from the very beginning, so I suggest you don't do that.
Wow.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, if you die, you go back to the very beginning. But this is quite a lot of information, so feel free to press F2 to refresh yourself. I would say have fun, but your life actually depends on it, so get going. I think you're about to get locked in.
Oh, dear God.
Beanie, move your damn tail.
Move your tail and
Oh my god. Okay, well she's now loafed down, so I guess that's it.
Oh, she does not look happy.
I didn't see
You'll want to move
anything.
around to avoid those bullets, and you want to press spacebar to fire
This
before.
isn't fair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that.
Eh.
Who cares about the camera? This isn't fair.
Oh God, I cannot use a
Who cares
keyboard
about the
control.
camera?
Oh man.
This is
Why
so
would
bad.
I kill anyone?
Girl, because you're
This isn't
fucking
fair.
psycho.
This isn't fair. It's Damon who's suspicious. It's Damon who's suspicious.
You have your focus bullet ready.
This isn't
so you want to
fair.
get right in front of her and then fire
I
at
just
her.
wanted to help.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's Damon who's suspicious.
This is too
I
much.
didn't see anything.
This is too much moving.
This is really
This
not
isn't
your type
fair.
of game, I know.
No.
You're like,
There's
bullet
no
hell, what the
proof.
There's
fuck
so
is
many
that?
things.
didn't see
You have to
anything.
dodge and shoot
This
and
isn't
try to
fair.
follow her.
I didn't see anything.
My brain cannot compute.
Who cares about the
Okay,
camera?
wait, F.
Yeah,
Ah,
once you're in
shit.
front of-
I
once
just
you got
wanted
a,
to help.
like a live shot in front of her, you'll want to press F.
I didn't see
And it'll
anything.
fire out at
Oh
her.
my God.
There's no proof I
Oh,
killed
shit.
Wolfgang. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. It's Damon who's suspicious.
Oh my God.
Why would I kill anyone? It's Damon who's suspicious. I just wanted to help.
Girl, no, you did
Why
not.
would I kill anyone?
You got
It's
your turbo
Damon
boat
who's
ready.
suspicious. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Who cares about the camera?
I feel like I'm taking charge.
It's
Yeah,
Damon
yeah,
who's
you definitely are.
suspicious. It's Damon.
That's
who's
what I
I'm
was
already
here
getting
for.
fed
I
up.
didn't see
That's what I was here for.
I just wanted to help. Why would I kill anyone?
I
It's Damon
can't-
who's
Yeah, you're
suspicious.
so not used to. I
I'm
keep
not
seeing you
used
try
to
and
it.
peek at your
No proof I
keyboard
killed
to
Wolf.
I'm like,
skip
where
it
is the
right
FK?
I just
Right next
wanted
to
to
the-
God
help.
damn it! She
I just
moved.
wanted to help.
Oh man.
This
I'm almost
isn't
dead,
fair.
so when I
told you
die,
so.
yep, there we go.
Alright, don't worry, I'll switch out.
Yay, Evan, win it for
That's why I'm
me.
here.
It's Damon.
Hold on, I'm
who's
gonna-
Why would I
I'm gonna
kill
F3
anyone?
so I can pause it for a second. I'm taking over. Alright, I am the alley cat now. Ugh. Here, you can take your equipment with you. So you're still the streamer here.
Oh, your knee.
I'm good.
You want to hear Eva lying her ass off?
Nah, I heard it I got PTSD for an hour straight of that. Well, don't worry, I've heard enough of that in my lifetime. Again? Oh god, I don't know how to get out of the fucking menu here.
Escape?
This isn't fair. This isn't fair.
This isn't fair.
I didn't see anything. I just wanted to help. I just wanted to help. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Damon,
Alright.
I thought you trusted me. This isn't fair.
Oh, what the-
Upside down for a second, yeah.
This isn't fair. I just wanted to help. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I just wanted to help. Who cares about the camera? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
Oh my
Cares about
God.
the camera?
Yeah, this is easy.
I didn't see any. Who cares about the
Eat.
camera?
I just can't.
This isn't fair.
I was playing on a controller before, but
It's Damon who's suspicious. Why would I kill anyone? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. This isn't fair. I just wanted to help. This isn't fair. Why would I kill anyone?
She said, ouch!
Why would I kill anyone? I didn't see anything.
Whoa, this is like watching
I'll
like
kill anyone.
a fucking like gaming tournament right now.
Why won't you believe me?
At least it's not Toho.
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
I feel like I'm at like one of those like
It's
gaming
demons.
tournaments,
This isn't
just
fair.
watching these people.
This isn't fair.
Like Evan, this is
I
crazy.
just wanted to. This isn't fair.
You should see the
I
regular
just wanted to
version.
help.
Alright,
How could I access the security camera?
Game console.
It's over.
Okay, we did it. Let's
We know
go.
the
Wait, her game console?
No.
Yeah, because
Don't
before,
kill me.
just for out of context, we were talking about how she could see what was
What you
going
said
on
is true, Ava.
in the
Whether or not the trap works depends on if the
boiler
killer
room at
can
the
see
time.
inside the boiler.
That was
Yeah.
the last argument phase of it, of how she could see inside there.
Yeah.
And we were saying the security camera, and we were like, how
Yeah.
would she see there? And so our answer is her game console. And that's how she must have been able to see what was going on in there.
How the fuck?
Well, that's where all this comes in. Alright, I'm gonna head back home now. There you go. We did it, everybody. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it.
Yay! Say thanks to Evan. Houdini, say bye to your friend.
Bye, Houdini. Alright, let me give you your chair back. Alright, I'll be back in like 5 minutes, everybody, on Discord. I was never here. Allie did it. If anyone asks, it was Allie did it. Allie did every bit.
Shh.
Bye. I'll be back
Quiet.
soon.
Okay.
You'll have to lock the door again at some point behind me.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You guys gotta keep the secret. I totally did it. I'm a professional gamer. My voice just changed, that's all. Locked in so hard the voice changed. Exactly. It's my pro gamer voice. Alright, I just gotta pull up Discord so I can call Evan. Oh yeah, Allie, you wouldn't have wanted to leave. And Houdini would not have cared one bit. Okay. There's Discord. There we go. Alright, until Evan is home and I can call him, we'll just continue. God, sorry, I was trying to adjust my mic. It was all messed up. Okay, there we go.
Which begs the question, how does the killer see inside?
Okay, I am like very confused on how she used her gaming console. Like, did she seriously hack the freaking security cameras with her old ass like Nintendo? Like, what?
They can't just get on their knees.
Hello,
and peek through the vent.
Gokurono.
Everyone in the dining hall would notice. Besides, the vent probably offers very little in the way of an actual view of the room.
Exactly. It's impossible.
Oh, she is crashing out.
Right. It's impossible. From this particular angle. If I switch perspectives, your entire argument comes completely undone.
What do you mean?
Ava assumes I'm taking only one factor into account. Her position at the time of Wolfgang's murder.
You know, Channy Damon has grown a lot on me. He has really grown a lot on me throughout all this.
Little does she know that in ruling out that factor, she's led me straight to another. A certain item which could have granted her the ability to see inside the boiler room. An item that, like the chemical smell, only makes sense when all other options have been ruled out. The game console she brought with her to the tournament.
She's like, oh shit, I'm caught.
Ava had a game console?
She wanted to get in the spirit of the tournament without being directly involved. Or so she claimed. But when every other option has been ruled out, what else can we look to but the one that's yet to be addressed?
Are you saying she saw inside the boiler room using the console?
So it played live footage of the room?
This, I can't believe how premeditated this shit is.
Sounds like a stretch.
If I'm wrong, Ava should be able to prove her innocence.
Oh, Channy, side profile. I literally think of that every time now.
Go on, Ava. Show us the console.
Yeah, Eva, show us the console. Alright, Evan's back, so I'm gonna plop him in here real quick. Oh, Allie, thank you for the gift to Snow.
Hi.
Hello, Evan.
Hi.
Hello,
I'm back,
hello.
everyone.
He's back.
I'm back.
Just virtual now.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I don't think she has the console on her.
Evan
I just
Man
need you to share the
returned.
screen with me. But I need you to share the screen with me, otherwise I'll be behind just like everyone else.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I'm so locked in right now.
I can tell.
Okay, there we go.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
She
The Evan
has
Man is
to.
back. Hi.
She never had an opportunity to slink away and dispose of it.
Well, what about the blackout?
When the blackout first hit, people were disorientated for about a minute at most. Ava likely spent those 60 seconds undoing the cord and moving the chair. Between then and now, she's never been alone. The only exception was when she and I split up to investigate the dining hall and the dorms respectively. However, the laundry room, dining hall, and courtyard all had people in them, so I doubt she hid the console in any of those rooms.
Where
And
did
the
she
janitor
hide it?
closet? That room has been locked for days now. She obviously couldn't hide the console there.
Which means it must still be on her person. Like I said earlier, if I'm wrong about the console, you can take it out right now and show everyone its contents.
What are you waiting for? Quit hiding the stupid thing and show it!
Ugh, I love Grace. Queen.
She's out for blood.
You're just trying to make me look bad.
Girl. Girl, just admit it. It's over.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're just jealous of me.
Sure.
You're jealous of me and my talent.
Uh-huh.
That's all you are. Jealous.
Jealous of a mathlete?
Exactly.
Hey, calm down.
Why not just pull out the console?
Yes, show us the console and then you'll be done with this.
No!
Eh?
I don't have to show anyone anything.
That's the most suspicious thing you could say.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not suspicious. I'm telling the truth. That's obviously a lie.
Why go through the effort of mentioning Wolfgang's blackmail if you won't reveal this?
Now that I think back on it, Ava had been staring at her console the entire tournament.
Oh, this music!
Yup.
Music is bopping.
I thought it was weird. Coming all the way over to the dining hall when she could have just stayed in her dorm.
Well, where did she obtain this console? We should discuss those details before continuing any more with these accusations.
She said she won it from Tozu's gotcha.
Seems natural you would stock that machine with dangerous items. With this being a killing game and all.
Between 14 impossible culprits and one possible killer, there's no need to sort out the facts further. Ava, you're the only one we can vote for.
Damn, so Tozu put in, like, a thing that connects to the security cameras disguised as the console and the gachapon?
You'll see.
Oh, shit.
Such twisted logic. You're going to vote for me without being completely sure I'm even guilty?
Girl is a mathlete. She's doing fucking mental gymnastics right now. Goddamn.
Uh-huh.
In case anyone still doubts Ava is the killer, I'll go through the case one last time.
Oh, yes, I love this shit. In, like, murder mysteries, in books, movies, I love when they go through everything.
And once all
To
the
make it all
pieces
make
are laid out
sense.
for everyone to see, I'll prove she's the killer. Once and for all.
Time to make a comic book again.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Now you've got 8 pages to go through this time. And on the right there, you've got your piece of evidence that you have. So right now you have closing the vent that you can apply in and the blackout. So you have to find where those are in the comic there.
Closing the vent and the blackout. Okay.
Those are going to be like towards the midpoint.
Okay,
that might be
wait.
closing the vent right there.
That's what I was... How is the battery activated?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Got that?
And what was this one again? The blackout.
Like that's probably going to be on the very
Right,
last
on the
page there.
next one. Would it be this right here?
Yeah, what occurred after Wolfgang's
Yeah.
death? Yep, that would be the blackout. All right, now you gotta like scroll through and find the new ones that open up for you. I wish it would unlock before like hitting it, but yeah, I kind of have to go through them. There's the letters and
The
syringe. Okay.
Okay, there's... There we go.
Nailed it.
And letters from the killer.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be pretty early on. Oh,
Right
yep.
here. Oh my gosh, I keep getting the
Yeah,
things
that's
mixed
fair.
up.
There's one.
Internal plug and car battery.
Okay.
Okay, the internal plug is this one.
Nailed it.
And car battery.
Nice.
Taser
Taser.
and the killer.
And the killer. that last one was probably... Oh, well, there's the taser right there. I'm trying to remember. So, the killer.
Huh, wait.
I do think it's the part about, I think it's, oh, go back to the, I think it's that right there.
Oh, okay, wait, I see now.
Yeah,
I was
when
thinking
they-
Diana,
yeah.
but that's not.
Yeah. She's not the killer! Alright, so we have Diana and Wolfgang. Yup. And then one last piece of evidence.
This is how it
There we go.
Perfection.
Oh, Lickin' Studios, welcome in.
Hey, welcome.
This case was directly incited by the motive Tozu introduced, in which everyone here received another person's blackmail. Amidst the chaos that spawned, the killer saw an opportunity to commit a murder. They sent letters to two people, Wolfgang Akide, who they planned to kill, and Diana Venezia, who they planned to frame.
Poor Diana, man.
Yeah.
God.
Wolfgang and Diana were asked to meet in the boiler room in 2 days' time. Wolfgang's letter told him to arrive at 8:15 a.m., while Diana's told her to arrive at 8:45 a.m.
The messages threatened to expose our blackmail, so we had no choice but to follow their instructions.
Look at my son.
Yeah.
How handsome he was. So sad.
Keyword wise.
I know.
The killer probably knew the way they were going to kill Wolfgang. Hence, how they reacted to this next piece of information. The following morning, it was revealed that Cassidy and Jet were going to hold a game tournament.
The point was for people to spend time together and not think murdery thoughts. But little did we know, a would-be killer was lurking nearby.
Oh, Cassidy did not think of murdery thoughts.
And how? The killer emboldened their own plans and made it so the tournament would happen at 9 a.m.
Did you disagree with yourself?
Both Wolfgang and Diana turned down the offer, which must have been music to the killer's ears, since it confirmed their plan was working.
Eva just fucking sneaking around in the background.
Yup.
Oh,
The
man.
killer took this as a sign to commence the next phase of their plan. Later that evening, they went downstairs to the boiler room and began preparing the murder weapon.
Though it might be more accurate to call it a murder mechanism.
Very true.
Yeah.
The killer wrapped an extension cord as tightly as they could around a car battery, which had been stolen from Jet's room. I imagine the battery must have been sitting on top of the generator. Wouldn't want to risk an explosion by bringing lithium too close to the water.
The killer avoided opening the boiler room vent for this segment, probably because they knew I'd remember it being closed originally.
A crucial part of the killer's plan would involve sliding the cord through the boiler room vent and out the other end into the dining hall. So they could then walk upstairs to the dining hall and tie the protruding part of the cord to the dining hall vent.
Funnily enough, the killer was going to be needed in the dining hall very shortly.
Yeah, to help Cass and me rearrange the dining hall's furniture. We were saving the whole thing for next morning, but they convinced us to do it that night instead.
Wait, I just realized, are those spider webs on Cassidy's leggings?
Yes.
Is her motif a spider?
I believe her motif is the spider, yeah.
Oh, a motif.
That's like the whole, like, you know, because they all have the animal that's tied to them, and they kind of incorporate it in their outfits in one way or another.
Oh.
So yeah, the spider is is the animal that she represents.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, Snow, hello, you lurking.
Hi.
Hello.
Their intentions were threefold. Create an alibi, hide the vent with a piece of furniture, and then open the vent in secret. After which, they'd return to the boiler room and suspend the battery over the generator.
Which brings us to today. Knowing better than to head downstairs without protection, Wolfgang went to the kitchen and armed himself with a knife. Toshiko didn't notice a knife on him when the two met in the hallway, so he must have hidden it in his blazer.
Wolfgang arrived inside the boiler room at 8:15 a.m., exactly like his letter requested. As he was waiting, the killer snuck up behind him.
This is so wild. I still can't believe Eva. Like, girl.
Andy got smacked right in the head with that steel rolling pin and crumpled like paper.
A syringe was then used to inject Wolfgang with a sleeping drug, ensuring he would remain in the boiler room until Diana arrived.
The killer might have, left the taser on the floor around this time.
Yeah, the taser they swiped from my dorm. They must have decided to raid the place after receiving my blackmail. If I'd heard about the taser sooner, I could have gotten rid of it, as well as whatever else my blackmail supposedly mentions.
Save the angsting for later, will you?
Poor Desmond.
Anyway, back on topic. Wolfgang was left to lie in the partially flooded area of the boiler room, while the killer ran upstairs to help set up Mark's music equipment.
They didn't care about the equipment. They just wanted to put a speaker next to the vent, because it would drown out the fight which was gonna happen later.
Don't forget the digital clock! They wanted to get there before that became available. Don't need people knowing what time you actually arrived.
My letter said to meet at 8:45 a.m., so that's when I got to the boiler room. I made sure to close the door behind me, just as the message told me to.
Bad idea. Killer flipped the doorknob so that the lock was on the outside instead of the inside. You locked yourself in!
And then awful things happen.
Oh,
the room
buddy.
was really dark too. I didn't even see the suspended battery, only the blinking security camera. And then, Wolfgang. He got up on his feet all of a sudden, and he started crying and saying these weird things.
Oh, this is so
I
sad.
tried to keep him calm.
I know, right?
And asked him to come over to me, which he actually did. But the very next second, he attacked me with his knife.
The drugs probably gave him a frightening hallucination, and he perceived you as a threat.
He was screaming at me, and I was screaming back. No one from the tournament could hear us over the music. At
This
one
shit was
point,
bumping.
Yeah.
I even picked up the taser, but then I threw it back down again.
Oh, girly.
And that's when the killer decided it was time. Having set their chair to recline, they were able to casually reach down and close the vent behind them. This lowered the extension cord, causing the car battery to enter the water and discharge a huge amount of electricity.
Oh my god!
Wolfgang,
I
who
hated
was still
that.
standing in the water,
The art is fucking
was
crazy.
electrocuted instantly.
Damn. That art was insane, man.
The battery itself exploded upon reacting with the water, which the killer was likely banking on as a way to destroy evidence. All of this happened right under my nose. No one could have guessed that someone present at the tournament was committing murder.
The explosion also damaged the generator and caused the blackout. Everyone ended up stumbling around in the dark.
Not for long, though. We quickly came back to our senses and agreed to look for a backup generator on the underground floor.
I used a hairpin to unlock the boiler room door and ran outside. But you guys had already made it downstairs.
That's when you say you ducked around a corner and out of sight. Only after everyone went inside the closets did you then dash upstairs.
It's a good thing she did. Otherwise, we'd have found her alone in her room with Wolfgang's dead body. We would have wrongly assumed Diana was the killer, and died as a result. This complicated scheme calls to mind only one person. One person who just so happened to be sitting in a certain sofa chair. That person is you, Ava Tsunaka. It's over, Ava. We know the truth.
It's not fair. This isn't fair.
Girl, what do you mean? You literally killed someone. You talking about fair?
And you got through the class trial. Let's go.
Damn. Oh, here he is.
Wonderful, brilliant, spectacular. You have seen beyond the foul lies of this scorned mathematician and delivered the honorable truth with wit and aplomb. Well done. This is worthy of praise. Allow me to reward your success with...
This isn't funny.
Can you shut up? And oop. Without Tozu's mad ramblings, the trial room had gone completely silent.
Wow, he actually shut up. He's like, oh, okay.
Everyone was either staring at the floor or sneaking nervous glances at each other.
Oh, shit.
I understand the reason for this frosty atmosphere. You found out who done it, and so now you wish to know why done it.
Such a spoil sport.
Very well. Every murder mystery needs a motive, and I would be loath to break tradition at this stage.
There must be something.
Eva, why did you do this? Just why?
Come on.
Come on, speak up. You have nothing to lose now. It was Tozu.
Huh?
Tozu made me do it.
This is...
What?
You...
You've been working with Tozu this entire time?
Such disrespect.
Me and her? Oh, please! If her plan was to secretly infiltrate the killing game, she wouldn't have given herself such an attention-grabbing ultimate title.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
I mean, seriously, ultimate lie? I'm talking about on the nose. No, he was just as much of a kidnappee as the rest of you.
Son of a bitch!
Shut up. You let her get away with breaking the rules. That's proof enough you're in cahoots.
Holy...
Uh-huh. Eva broke the rules?
Yeah, when she blew up school fucking property.
Fuck you!
Why the fuck was I punished for chucking a rock at a camera, but Eva wasn't punished for destroying a fucking generator?
Shit.
Shit, is Eva the exception that rule was talking about?
What?
Desmond tapped the screen of his trinket and I conjured a familiar square-shaped hologram. With a few swipes of his finger, he located the killing game's rules. Okay, everyone, take a look at the second rule. Students are not allowed to vandalize any official killing game property, such as the cameras and the Tozu trinkets. Exceptions may apply.
while killing. Shit.
Do you see how it says exceptions may apply at the end? Since Eva wasn't punished for breaking the generator, could that mean she counts as an exception?
Stop lying!
Are you going to explain how? Or are you just trying to be a fucking contrarian?
This looks bad.
Oh, well, if I had to make a guess, it's probably because Eva destroyed the generator while committing a murder.
What's all this about?
Are you saying Eva has special privileges? I think it's more like her method of murder was what destroyed the generator. Meaning, the generator is technically tied to Wolfgang's death.
Yeah,
Yeah, which is why Eva was excused for breaking it.
Slow down.
Yo, that can't actually be the reason, can it?
I see.
And if it were? What?
You?
I see. Eva believed she would count as an exception to the rule. Which is why she didn't take any steps to avoid destroying the generator.
What?
She risked getting shot in the head over something she just assumed?
That ain't it.
Now, without cuffing Eva executed the murder, she must have known for sure she wouldn't be penalized. How about it, Tozu? Did you ever share that information with her?
Who? Me?
A desperate killer is much like a hungry seagull, ready to pounce upon the slightest crumb of substance. The mere implication of a loophole ignites their senses, and they, as desperate people always do, will shred their dignity in pursuit of confirmation. So to answer your question, yes, Eva approached me with the same question your friend is asking now. And yes, I confirmed her suspicions were true.
Not okay!
Seriously, that's so unfair!
Pathetic.
Unfair? Answering a reasonable question is far from unfair. Have you never asked a professor to help on an assignment? Sure, your professor won't do the work for you. But they'll be happy to clear up any confusion you might have.
Then why did Eva say you made her kill Wolfgang?
I suppose you could say, Eva and I made a deal.
What?
A deal? What kind of deal? A deal to begin the killing game.
Bruh.
Impossible!
In exchange for agreeing to perform the first kill, she would receive a special perk.
Plot twist!
The traitor perk!
Holy!
What do you mean traitor perk?
Is it the tablet Eva has? I mean, she refused to show it to us when we asked.
Mind you that a host cannot simply hand over a traitor perk to anyone who asks. For a student to be eligible for a perk, they must first earn it.
That was very...
What do you mean by earn it? Do you recall that little tidbit I shared with you about the pharmacy? You know, the one about a secret lurking inside? You see, a very interesting secret is lurking beyond this door.
Oh, shit.
Well done. Indeed, I was.
Oh shit, my bad.
You
I
didn't
just
even say a line.
completely
It's
skipped
fine. No, I'm psychic. I heard you, and it's all fine. It's all
I
good.
read it.
Everyone's all good.
I read it in my head, and then I was like, "Oh, we're done."
You got so locked in.
I
you were
was
just
so
back to
locked
playing the
in.
game.
Shit.
When I said a very interesting secret was looking inside, I meant that quite literally. The only thing separating you from the perk was a few inches of stainless steel and a pin pad.
Pin pad? Oh gosh, you're talking about that big door I found tucked behind a shelf.
I see.
He was hiding the traitor perk all along. How did Eva figure out the password to the pin pad, though? Did she enter a bunch of random numbers until it, like, finally worked?
Well, I...
A 4-digit code would have thousands of potential combinations. Unless Eva encountered unbelievable luck, the chances of her guessing that code in only a few days is extremely unlikely.
How?
Then, how does she get access to the trader perk?
4 numbers to unlock the pin pad. How did Eva figure them out? There's only one way. Only one way I could see her obtaining the correct answer. Is to do with that poster, isn't it?
Yeah, because we never figured out what the hell it was. Damn it.
The mysterious poster in the pharmacy?
No?
What poster are you...
Well done.
Ding, 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 correct! Yes, hidden inside one of the pharmacy rooms is a poster which reveals the code to the pin pad.
For real?
For reals?
No. How can that poster reveal the code, though? I knew it had to be important somehow. None of the visuals made sense, which is exactly why it caught my attention. But I didn't know what to do with that information. How to decipher what I was seeing.
Pathetic.
And that is where you fell short of your mathematically gifted peer. With her keen eyesight and quick thinking, she saw the poster for what it really was.
Plot twist!
An equation!
Oh.
What? Every detail is deceitful. Those exclamations of grandeur may in fact be hints towards a certain something's nature, and that large star stand in for a coordinate plane. Well, not that it matters anymore. The best code to that precious pin pad is, after all, being changed as we speak. To quote the words of my parents' parents' parents, the road to freedom must always be paved with obstacles.
Chicken twisted!
No way! A math equation is totally up Eva's alley.
Eva, you told me you couldn't understand the poster.
Why the long face?
Of course you did. That equation is the key to the trader perk. Handing it over would mean handing the perk over. Shit. The trader perk was Eva's reward for solving the puzzle.
Anybody?
Even is the perk. You still haven't explained that yet.
Who? Me?
I assure you it's a very handy thing to have. You see, this trader perk allows the owner to access the school's security cameras using a tablet. That tablet, of course, being on Eva's person right now. What?
Damn it.
So, I was right. You accessed the camera in the boiler room, which is how you saw Diana enter.
Oh, crud.
I thought it was weird Eva wouldn't show us the tablet, but I didn't think it was actually wired to the school cameras.
But then...
Then, the reason I saw the security camera's light blinking back in the boiler room, it's because Eva was watching me?
What? This is making too much sense.
Nonsense.
Eva, how could you negotiate with your kidnapper? Why would you have any reason to trust him? I had no choice. Huh? I either take his deal and give myself a chance to escape, or I would die here with the rest of you.
You... That selfish attitude is the reason why we ended up in this mess.
Ooh, I've never seen an angry Desmond.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Didn't we promise to make it out of here together? If you hadn't murdered one of the only people who could have handled this situation, we might have made progress on escaping.
For real.
Hang on.
Even if I didn't kill, someone else would have eventually. And if they were in my position right now, they wouldn't even admit to what they'd done. They cry and snivel and try to guilt you. They wouldn't be honest like me. Girl, when have you said that you did it?
All you did was cry and snivel and try to guilt
sorry?
everyone.
When did she even admit that she did it?
Watch it.
Honest or not, playing Tozu's game was risky. You were trapped in a small space with witnesses everywhere, That's not a gamble you should have taken.
What a joke.
We had food, we had shelter. All we had left to do was wait for eventual rescue from this place. But I...
Stop it!
I would have died first. It was obvious from what was happening with Wolfgang. His constant jeering at me over the few mistakes I'd made, while the rest of you followed his lead. If a class trial ever happened with him around, he would have accused me of being the killer even without evidence. That is not him. He's a freaking lawyer. He would not have done that. And you all would have believed him.
Whoa. That's not...
Shut up!
Because of Wolfgang, I was isolated from everyone else. He turned me into an easy target for murder. And if I was murdered, would the rest of you even bother to find out who killed me? There's no way you would. There's no way anyone would. You're all the worst. I hope you all rot here.
Bro? That's cold, man.
You really let me down.
Even if we had some rough spots, some of us still tried to get along with you. During the gaming tournament, I was fine with you joining.
Ugh.
You think a few games are enough to forgive everything you did to me? None of you actually care about me. None of you. I've never been anything to anyone.
Huh?
Oh, so this is a personal thing. Got it.
What do you mean?
It really is the same in here as it is out there. I'm always the one that people hated. I didn't choose this talent. I was just doing what others wanted me to do. I was a prodigy student the adults wanted me to be. I thought I did everything right. But I still kept being judged. Everyone else around me resented me, hated me, because they wanted the love I received. Or what they thought was love. And despite all my hard work, the UTP turned me into something I never wanted to be. Even if I wanted to return to normality, it would be impossible. I'm stuck with this talent for life. And now, when I try to become something more than a sad joke, I get hit with the realization that all my efforts were for nothing. I never could be anyone else. I'll never get what I deserve. But I cared.
I don't understand.
Eva, I cared about you. I don't get it.
Why?
Eva, why did you frame me? I cared for you and stood up for you whenever I could.
Don't say that!
I wanted to be your roommate. I wanted to help you.
I don't want to.
Didn't mean anything. Why? You still agreed with everything Wolfgang said. No matter what he did to me, you kept on supporting him. Is that why you tried to frame me for his murder? Yeah, and you deserved it. Girl.
No. No, no, no.
Diana let out a sob and nearly fell into the podium. Snow in here with the doomed Yuri in chat.
I see.
Snow is the #1 Daeva shipper, just in general in the world. Oh man.
Diana.
Elise ran over to Diana and put an arm around her shoulder.
How can you believe that? Why did you have to kill Wolfgang in front of her? That's so cruel. She obviously knew what she was doing. Both the cause and time of death were mentioned in the mock trial case. So it stands to reason they would be mentioned here, too. When Eva realized that, she tried to leverage it against us. I'm sure receiving that little camera perk made it all too easy to time the murder.
Shut it!
Enough of this bullshit already. So Eva's a privileged little asshole who thinks her life sucks. Who cares?
Fuck you!
You took Wolfgang's life. The only thing you deserve is some fucking comeuppance. I agree with Grace, honestly.
You've always been on Grace's side.
Sheesh.
I doubt she's actually telling the truth. Murdering someone because they lied about their inoffensive talent, even she must know how ridiculous that sounds. Yeah, I'm agreeing with Brace and Winona here.
How can that be?
A little much. If Eva didn't kill Wolfgang because she was scared, then why did she kill him?
Honestly?
Why else but to escape the killing game? I doubt any of us were ever a threat to her. In fact, it was probably the complete opposite.
Shocking.
She thought she was smarter and better than all of us. That's why she thought she could win the class trial.
My thoughts exactly.
Yes, I agree with Winona. In that case, do you reckon Eva killed Wolfgang because of his abilities as a lawyer?
She herself admitted he would have suspected her if he was here. Clearly, Wolfgang was the best person to kill if she wanted to escape.
Nope.
And anyway, Eva isn't the only one who's vulnerable. There are people here with even weaker bodies and weaker minds. Anyone who is looking for an easy kill would know to target them first. It doesn't matter. Even if no one targeted me, I still would have died first. How so? Because of the perk.
Huh?
Tozu told me that if I didn't use the perk to murder someone as soon as possible, I was going to die.
What did you say?
What?
Nonsense!
Is that true, Tozu?
Who? Me?
Guilty as charged!
Dude, no!
No way!
Tozu never told me the number of days I had left, just that I needed to kill soon. If I didn't kill soon, I'd die.
This isn't fair!
I had to do something. You can't blame me for that. If you were in my shoes, you would have all done the same.
Worthless. It's your own fault. You're only in that situation because you took the perk.
No!
Tozu targeted me with the math puzzle. He offered me the perk when I was at my lowest point. If you guys were approached the way I was and offered a chance to go home, you would have taken the perk too.
Stop it!
You're just a bunch of hypocrites. You just want to make me look like the villain so you feel less bad about killing me.
Killing her? That's right. How could I forget? The Blacken is uncovered.
Dumbass!
Ugh, enough already. I'm sick of talking to the scumbag. Get on with the fucking execution, will you?
All right. This soap opera is entertaining, but I realize it's time to change the channel.
He's so silly. Like, just the way that he says things is like, it's so goofy.
It's great.
Oh, Tozu. Huh?
Oh, wait, don't tell me you're actually going to...
Oh, shit.
Holy...
All of a sudden, the elevator behind us began to churn alive. The whir of machinery could be heard from the other side of the doors, raw and loud and rhythmic like a mechanical symphony.
The show must go on.
Do not avert your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. I hear a lot of the budget went into this.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. I've been, like, theorizing on how this is gonna happen. No, I don't...
What's going on?
I won't believe.
This isn't happening.
My blood is rushing.
To the victor go the spoils. Hail the honorable dead, avenged at last.
I don't deserve this. Even if you hate me, I don't deserve this.
The arch-terrible justice inspire fear and humility within these wretched souls.
Don't kill me!
This isn't fair. I don't deserve to die. I deserve to live. I deserve to live.
And stir the hearts and minds of all those bearing witness. Ready, everyone? Let the show begin!
Okay, yes, Channy. So did Wolfgang. So did Wolfgang deserve to live.
Yeah.
I want to live. I deserve to live.
Sorry, girl.
I'm going to live.
No, you're not.
Good luck with that.
You're not, girl. Where are you gonna go? Oh,
And now we present
shit. Oh my god.
the execution of Eva Suna. Oh.
She's just running.
Enjoy the show.
Was that Mara running behind her?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Whoa, what the? Oh, what the fuck? Yo, oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa. Very. Oh my god. Bro. Holy shit. That is cool, having the exit sign right there.
How bad does she want to live?
But is there even, like... Is there even a chance, though?
I think you know the answer to that
Yeah,
question.
no, there's not. There is an illusion. Oh my... Whoa, what?
A bunch of protractors and
Those are
compasses.
protractors. Oh
And
my god.
Pencils and pens.
Oh, she just gets... Oh. Oh, ow. Oh, man. Man, I don't like Eva, but this is... This is brutal. Oh my god. What the fuck is that?
That was,
Is that the dummy?
Yeah.
Wow, bro. Oh, her little feather. Damn, they had to watch that shit?
Yep.
Oh my god! Holy crap.
Yep, welcome to the Danganronpasphere.
Wow. Wow. Back to normal. Holy shit. That was, like, I knew it wasn't gonna be a quick and simple death. I knew it wasn't. But holy crap. That was insane. Jesus. god.
My entire body had seized up. I couldn't move a single limb. Couldn't say a single word. All I could do was stand and stare. My mind at a complete and total loss.
There's no way.
So that's what punishment entails? Let me go home. Please let me go home. Oh, Ingrid.
Isn't this lovely?
Goodness, talk about a heated moment. Ava put on quite a fight. For a second there, she almost had me believing we'd underestimated her.
Moving on.
Just kidding.
Damn, bro.
I'll be damned.
How can you do this? Forcing these innocent people to kill each other.
Terrible. Just
so
terrible.
Judgmental. Need I remind you that this is student-on-student warfare?
Get out.
You just shut up already.
Eva, why? You just needed a friend. I could have been the friend you needed. Why did you do this?
I can't believe it.
I think I'm going to be sick. I don't even know what I'm feeling anymore.
Oh, buddy. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Oh, shit!
Oh, Evan?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Hello?
I hear you now.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought everything was fine, but yeah, I'm totally gonna die here, aren't I?
I can't be like this.
No one else is gonna die, you hear? We're all gonna be okay. Come on, repeat it after me. I'm here and I'm okay. Oh, don't you go. I'm here and I'm okay.
I'm here and I'm okay. This was my reality. Fear of death had already been heavy on my shoulders ever since the killing game was announced. But now, it had completely enveloped me.
I can't do it. I can't lie to myself again. Again?
It's all my fault.
I'm not okay. I'm never going to be okay. I could have changed things. I could have saved her. And him, Wolfgang. If I just dragged him out of the water, I could have saved him. Why didn't I save him?
Whoa! Diana, you had no way of knowing what was gonna come next. He was wielding a knife, too. Anyone would have done what you did.
Did he really bring a knife for self-defense?
Usually a comment like that would have gotten a rise out of Grace. But she stayed completely silent.
I can't let it end. Wolfgang's kindness. I can't let anyone forget it.
It is how
Yes,
it
Queen.
is.
Time for the sad bop to play again. That goes without saying. I'm sure everyone will remember what Wolfgang did for us.
I've never thought of the lengths my talent can go. The ability to change others' appearances, to be the best version of themselves. It's always been someone else who sits in front of the mirror. I've never really put myself in that place. Diana, you okay? If I can't save Wolfgang, then at the very least...
I can do this.
Maybe I can live for him.
Believe me.
You didn't do anything wrong, Diana.
Pardon me.
Yeah. I can do this. can fulfill the life he wasn't able to live.
Huh?
Oh, what is happening?
Like a chameleon, I will adapt.
Aww. Oh, this art is so beautiful. Oh, Diana.
I'll follow in Wolfgang's footsteps and continue what he wasn't able to accomplish.
That was Snowy with the highlighted message. Like a chameleon, I will. Yes, that was like perfect. I saw it out of the corner of my eye in the chat right as it came up.
Perfectly, like holy shit.
That was perfect. Oh my gosh, I love Diana and how she's so. It's so sad how she feels so bad about Wolfgang though when she didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Like she seems to think it was all her fault when it was definitely not.
Yeah.
I'll become something new.
Oh my god.
Tears are running down Diana's face, but her expression. Somehow, she looked determined. Couldn't understand it. Despite everything she's been through, here she was making some silly vow about continuing Wolfgang's legacy. Acting like she's a hero from a storybook. Has this girl lost her mind?
Hold on.
Wolfgang and Eva, neither of them deserve this. I won't let what happened to them happen to anyone else here.
We won't back down.
For both their sakes, I'll save everyone from the killing game.
You've got to be kidding me.
Take this seriously, will you?
What?
Can this get any worse?
It seems your peers aren't much in the mood for heroic monologues.
Oh no.
Moving on.
Anyhow, it's been a long day. The crime scene has already been cleaned up. Unless you have any further questions for me. You are free to return to your dorms. No fucking womp womp in chat for that. God damn. Oh. So any further question? Get lost, freak.
Ingrates.
Now, when have I heard that one before? In all seriousness, I'll take that as a no.
Good evening.
Until next time, everyone! Just like last time, Kozu walked over to the throne.
Isn't this lovely?
By the way, you're safe to ride the elevator back up. We've set it back to its default mode, not murder mode.
Not murder mode.
What you glimpsed before was simply its punishment mode. On that ominous note, he was lowered underground.
Hey guys, should we just go back to our rooms?
Aye, it's about time we draw this day to a close. A good idea.
Oh,
like a sad puppy. People silently made their way to the elevator, horror and despair etched on their faces. It was clear today's events would not be easily forgotten. And then there was me. Everything I'd been ruminating over, the ruminating, I got it! The devastating images which had been plaguing my mind. Wolfgang's murder. The trial. Eva dying right in front of me, swallowed by a pit of fire. It had all retreated into the corners of my mind. The only thing I could focus on now were those 5 words.
I'll
follow in
Oh, my bad. I thought it was her.
I'll follow in Wolfgang's footsteps. Hearing those words come from Diana after everything that's happened, seeing her raise her chin and act so tall and proud just like Wolfgang once did.
Whoa.
It pissed me off.
Whoa there, Damon. Bro.
Didn't get a little spicy.
That was it with Damon being pissy?
Yep.
Wow. Holy shit. Oh, her little feather.
Yup.
Bye, Eva.
Bye.
Bye. Damn.
To be continued.
Well, holy crap.
Thoughts?
Oh my god. That was insane.
Yeah.
I really did not think that I would... Like, of course, I thought I was going to have fun playing this game, but I didn't think that I would get so into it as I have.
You have been so invested and locked in.
So invested.
It's great.
Oh my gosh. Like, all of the characters are so good. And I'm like, I don't want any of them to die or become the next killer.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. And then freaking Eva's... Oh my god. Eva's death, man. That was brutal.
I know, right?
That was brutal. So, okay, well, I don't know if you can probably answer this or not. Are all the... I assume all the deaths are different?
Yes.
Yes. And with, like, the protractors and stuff like that, I assume the fire had some meaning to it as well. Do all the deaths have, like, some sort of, like, metaphor to it? Or, like, some sort of nod to the character?
It depends, really.
Okay.
It depends. Yeah.
Oh, pretty sure it's because she was a liar. Oh, like liar, liar, pants on fire? Oh, man, that's brutal. Holy shit. Damn. That was like the one time, like, sorry for Eva lovers out there. That was the one time I actually felt for her. So I was like, damn, girl, like, that's brutal as shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking crazy.
Oh, protractors and pencils on a treadmill Stairmaster type thing is like a play on the words for... Oh my god, I did not get that.
Yeah.
Like a play on the words for mathlete. Holy shit.
Yep.
Damn, the creators of this are fucking geniuses. Holy crap.
Yeah. And we had confirmed from someone else the main inspiration behind that whole execution was Toy Story 3.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That was it.
With that whole scene towards the end where they're all going down into like the trash incinerator.
Man.
Yeah.
I sobbed at that movie.
I bet. Yeah, same.
Damn. That's crazy. Oh my god, I'm so scared for whenever they release the next one. It's probably gonna be
Everyone
a while.
is. Everyone is.
Man. Holy crap. Damn. Okay, I have a question for you. I don't know if you'll remember. For you and Allie. But
okay.
Once the trial began, did you guys start to piece together, like, who the killer was? Or did you, like, start guessing at all?
No. We made tons of guesses. Like I said, I had probably like 5 different people on my shit list at any given time. You know, because, you know, no one could really think about, you know, all the crazy shit going on there. Like, you know, we weren't locked in on a specific person.
They guessed everyone at some point, Shani said.
Pretty much.
Oh man. Oh yeah, tons of Bible references too. That Kinsuria says. Yeah, I definitely see that. Dang, that was crazy.
Yeah, there's always a lot.
Oh, Snow, important question. What's the question?
Hit us, Snow.
When they did the Diana fake out, did you believe it? When they first accused Diana, I was like, no. Like, no, it can't be her. Mainly, my main reasoning, I remember saying this, my main reasoning, thinking that it wasn't Diana, was simply because Evan said there was still like 3 more hours of the game left. So I was like,
I couldn't avoid giving away how much time there was left, unfortunately. But.
So I was like, there's no way they can drag this on with it being Diana. But then again, I like Diana, so I was like, no, she's too nice to do something like that. And she was on Wolfgang's side. What motive would she have had? Like she like trusted Wolfgang and stuff like that. But I mean, maybe for a split second I believed it, but mainly when I remembered there was 3 hours left of the game, I was like, nah, it can't be her. You were worried it was Kai at one point, Ellie? Because he was awake before. Yes, Evan was telling me about that theory.
Yeah. I was locked in on that one for a while.
Yeah. But that never came up, though.
No?
Yeah. Do you have any theories, perhaps, about any of the blackmail or thought on the mastermind? Another thing with the Bible. Yeah, Litkin, unfortunately, I did notice that he's a sheep. Represented as a sacrificial animal. I hate that so much.
Yeah.
Any theories about the blackmail? Thoughts on the mastermind? What do you mean by theories on, like, the blackmail? Just, like what it means? What the blackmail means? As for Wolfgang, like, I'm just assuming that... Oh, like Wolf's... Yeah, as for Wolfgang, I'm assuming that his dad probably just put a lot of pressure on him to be like him. That's what I'm getting from the drug part. That's mainly all... I mean, it seems like, based on what Wolfgang was... Oh, like, what do you think I was... But yeah, I think that his dad has put a lot of pressure on him. Just to be like him, maybe. And that's why he was freaking out in the end there when he was all drugged up. It's like his last words were really sad. And they broke off before I think he was about to say his name. That's what I was thinking, but... You get a better idea if you do Wolf's FTEs. I did one of them. One of Wolf's.
You did do one of them, yeah.
Yes. I'll probably look them up, honestly.
They have a video on their channel that they put recently that has everyone's available free time events that you could have possibly done. Because there's like the 4 spaces of free time.
Yeah.
And then some people are locked away and don't do various things at some time. So apparently they put out like all the free time events that would have been available to you in the game in chapter 1 so far. It's like a 4-hour long video.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably go and watch Wolfgang's.
Of course.
Oh, in his profile, he dislikes alcohol and lies. People make theories of that with his father. Yeah, it didn't seem like his father was a very nice person.
Yeah. You want to hear something that I'm trying to cook with for a while to figure out what exactly is going on? That I'm trying to build it in a way that doesn't match it, that seems like too easy or so. But especially having replayed through the game with you and being able to get the information from the ground up. I don't know if you want to have a little bit of theory talk here quick on some things going on in the story.
Of course I do.
So,
yeah, shoot.
Because it's about your son, Wolfgang, okay? And I'm trying to put the pieces together in a way that makes sense. But there's a lot of pieces that now have stood out. And especially from, like, when Allie and I did interviews and we would talk to them afterwards, and some of them have pointed out, like, you should pay attention to Wolfgang a lot more. And I'm like, fucking, huh, what?
What?
So, in the prologue, in the trial, Wolfgang pretty much snaps.
Yeah, he got really
in the trial,
emotional.
if you remember that. He got really emotional. Really tied on the fact of, like, you should never harm a woman, and was extremely dead set on that, and knew, even I think the dummy's name was Kara. Even I barely remember, but he was going off by name and all of this stuff about that specific mock trial.
Oh no, I think I know where you're going with this.
I believe they are tied in some way as family or some correlation. And there was a really interesting line from when he has his when he's going through his moment on his like hallucinogenic monologue, where I don't remember what the exact line was, but he mentioned that it was the first time he ever saw them in person. So if he was seeing a parent, whether it was dad or mom, that was the first time he saw them. And obviously, like, if, say, Kara was Wolfgang's mother, the murder would have happened at a very young age, because that, like, that trial was built out from, you know, the exact replica of what happened back then.
Right.
But, like, Lycan was like, I really am meeting you, was the line he said, to seeing this person that was important to him face to face. Like, it all seems very strange in there. But I believe that Wolfgang has a very tie. And also when it came to the blackmail, when he goes downstairs and meets Tozu asking about the blackmail, Tozu's like, you already saw a hint of what it means in the class trial. And so he's like, does that mean there's a piece of Wolfgang's story that was from the prologue trial? Like, he kind of, like, that little back and forth that Damon and Tozu have downstairs points out that that his whole thing in the trial tied into his blackmail, which was about, you know, like father, like son, a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah.
So, like, I was, like, trying to read so into his whole, you know, hallucinogenic spiel when he's talking about how he can never add up to you or be like you or anything like this, that, and the other. Like, there are some deep ties in there somewhere that, you know, trying to get all the puzzle pieces together, I'm trying to fit out exactly where it is. I don't want to go down, there ain't no way Kara's Wolfgang's mom unless she was wearing some sort of disguise, because there's nothing I like. I don't know for sure, but yeah, don't think about it. He was talking about his mother and then saw his father.
Oh, hi, Dark. Hello.
Hi, Dark. Hello. Welcome into Theory Talk, because yeah, we now have finished chapter 1. Sorry that you missed everything.
Yeah, we
But yeah,
did
there are
finish.
puzzle pieces there that tie something together. And then I also had a really interesting realization with the execution that was there at the end. Of, like, people were wondering if that means that the dummy is gonna pop up in other executions. And if they do, then I'll switch this. But now I don't know necessarily that they will, because if the Kara situation was tied to Wolfgang, if it's a family member,
I see what
Ava
you're...
killed Wolfgang, and then Kara's the one that comes down as, like, the final one, reaching out like an olive branch to forgive Ava and save her.
But then her arm
And
fucking
then the
snapped.
metaphor is gives up and says, no, this is what you deserve.
Yeah,
for what
it's
you
like,
did.
no, bitch.
I think it's the fact that Kara had a relation to Wolfgang, and that was the final fuck you of justice from, you know, that side of whatever relation enter here that they may be.
That is a very interesting theory, and I really like it.
Thank you, thank you. Like I said, a lot of this has been building through watching it again and like having the information I had from playing everything up to this point and then getting it fresh from the get-go alongside you. I've just been like, huh.
The one thing that makes me think, I don't know, is like how Allie pointed out that they don't really look alike, the dummy and Wolfgang's mom from the picture.
I mean, there's various things that can go along that. Allie pointed out something that was also brought up in a conversation between us before, is that between the prologue and chapter 1, there's a phrase, it's not just the whole point, they both say trust the process. There's a whole phrase that they say that is the exact same between each other. It's a whole line of dialogue.
Wait, between who?
Said, Wolfgang and Tozu both say the same exact thing on their own at some point. I remember that Tozu... Oh yeah, Allie put it in chat earlier, so I was saying it. There's a whole like trust the process phrase that at 2 different times was said by both Wolfgang and Tozu.
Oh,
There's
Tozu dad theory?
Like, I want to put it away, but at the same time, I had a thought that I told Allie that she kind of shrugged off on me. If you remember the prologue case where Kara fought back and scratched at the face of her attacker?
Yeah.
Tozu, when you look at his mask, one of his eyes, specifically the right eye, that side is covered. There's just a drawn-on black hole to represent that eye. Why would that be the case? Why would you hide one of your eyes? Unless you were attacked and maybe had your eye scratched out. She scratches the neck, but that is just a theory of what the art put out there. You can't dictate that the comic is fully canon of all the information. They show scratching the neck and like the cheek area, but
Tozu literally made that.
The eye.
Like Tozu literally made like all of the shit on like the tablet and stuff. So like, if he didn't want anything coming out about him literally being Wolfgang's dad or anything like that, what we're saying, he wouldn't just put it out there that his eye was scratched out. Because that would be way too obvious.
Yeah. My theory that I have, and especially off of the whole like boat analogy of seeing like diverging paths of how people should do things, I think that Tozu was connected to Eden's Garden Academy in its original state in some way. And I think he and someone else, I don't know who exactly, like, they had differing opinions on how to make the best out of Ultimates. Someone thought the best way was through educational means, where I think that Tozu, I don't know if he was a student or not, because like my original thought is that Tozu was the winner of a first Killing Game. But I don't think that's correct, because I think that in this canon he made the Killing Game. I think he essentially started it by killing off other students.
Yeah.
And now runs the school and is like, I believe this is the way you really make the best Ultimates in the world.
The ultimate Ultimates.
You put them in the fucking dirt. This is how you cultivate true talent. And that's this whole thing where he differed from his friend in the boat, is that you've got this guy that has a project and thinks it should be done this way. I think it should be done another way. And his way is pure violence. And so he is the one that murdered Kara in the very end of the whole thing. Yeah, this is my theory I've built off everything coming off here now, Allie. Is that essentially he murdered Kara, and now he pretty much has taken over the school and runs the Killing Game. And he kind of gave everyone a little test of seeing if they could, you know, see how exactly the murder happened way back in the day. That's what the prologue was, of showing off all that. To see if they could get everything done. Because, you know, it is just weird that Kara was just walking around with a gun back in the days. You know, that's not exactly normal.
But it makes sense if what you're saying is that Tozu went around fucking killing people, so the remaining ones left are trying to arm themselves.
Yeah, and especially because if you look at the prologue and how that bit works, it, like, you haven't played much Danganronpa. that situation is never how a killing game has worked before. Like, you saw how it works. You know, someone built a weird fucking Rube Goldberg machine of murder and destruction out of Ava. But meanwhile, you have someone walking around with a gun and another person with a knife and a bucket of bleach. Like, that kind of situation doesn't sit normal with your basic everyday quote-unquote killing game. I think it was just straight up free-for-all bloodlust and murder at that part.
I could see that.
And he survived. And at the same time, I believe that Mara is also someone that survived that. Maybe someone else
Someone that,
who
like,
also
sided with
agreed.
him.
Someone else who agreed that violence is the way to go.
Yeah.
And the two of them massacred the entire fucking school and ultimate program. And he's like, this is what we do now.
I like that. I like that a lot. Now,
Yeah.
I question you this. Does Tozu being Wolfgang's dad come into your theory at all?
Like I said, I don't necessarily know that I want to go down that route, but it could be possible. I think the connection more or less is down to, like, it's a tough one, because is it down to Kara? Because if it's Kara, then Kara died early. Is there an age stated on Kara? I don't think there was in the handbook. Because we could assume that Kara was young, but at the same time, we have students that are like 20, 21, 22 years old in this killing game. So you can't just say someone is a student, therefore they can't be a parent. We have people that are adults in this Eden's Garden program.
Oh yeah, you can't rule that out.
They could have given birth to Wolfgang, gone to the ultimate program, and then shit went south. Maybe it's a sibling, I don't know. But the years are, they're all over the place. So, like, the timeline part gets weird. Choose as right. Well, Allie, I will go ahead and say this. I think I don't remember, the two lead artists, they've, like, done stuff that shows off, like, all of the art and stuff. A lot of the people that have unnatural eye colors are confirmed to be wearing contacts for their unnatural eye colors. So
Same with the hair,
Tozu's red
too, right?
eyes. Yeah, most of them dye their hair. All the unnatural. That's been stated that that's all, like, everyone wears contacts. Everyone dyes their hair. So unnatural eye colors don't mean anything in here.
Oh, so that's like for sure, like, canon. That,
like Kai, he has normal eyes, but he wears gold contacts.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Like, I can't remember which lead artist it is because there's two, but one of them was posting up, like, references about the characters and their art, their body types, the eye colors, natural eye colors, the hair and natural hair color.
Ooh,
Like,
I want to see those.
Yeah, they were posted forever ago, so I have to find, that was like when the chapter first came out on Twitter. I'd have to go scrub back so far back to try and find them. But yeah, there is like official art out there that kind of states all that stuff. So eye contacts are extremely in play in this series already as canon.
Ooh.
So Tozu having red eyes means diddly squat.
Ooh, man, this is getting good. Okay, I've seen in the chat
Yeah.
that someone, I think it was said that Kara may just be a fictional representation of Wolfgang's mom, or someone important to another character.
It is possible.
She may not even be real.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
And the other thing that obviously it leads to a situation that Wolfgang was tied to Kara, because, like, the whole thing about violence against women in this, and knowing the name, there must have been a connection between the two in some way. So the question is it mother or is it a sibling? And obviously, like was stated, Tozu could easily try and scrub various details to change things up. But if that was the case, Wolfgang still was able to recognize the name and recognize the situation. So...
Well...
I
mean, he doesn't necessarily have to be a real person that he recognized. He could have just seen, like, a dead woman and then thus related that to maybe his dead mother or a dead sibling.
Yeah, That is my other connection, but that then loses the part of Kara popping up at the end of the execution. Because if that wasn't meant to actually fully represent, you know, his connection to that prologue, then that wouldn't be as symptomatic there at the end.
That's true.
Like I was saying.
Ooh, Channy. I think they'll add Eva to the next execution, maybe Wolfgang too. That would be interesting.
Potentially, I think it depends on whatever the motive is in the next one. If it is the fact of either Ava or Wolfgang being a catalyst to what makes someone act next, then I could see them being included in the execution.
That would be interesting. Just keep adding like different dummies to each killer's execution.
Maybe, yeah.
Man, that'd be really cool.
Allie has not played any of the Danganronpa games at all yet.
Yeah,
so
no, this was my
for any of those
first.
games. Yeah, this was Allie's first experience, so it makes it very interesting.
My first
for
killing
this
game
being your
experience,
first killing game
really.
experience.
Yeah.
But you're going to play the main stuff soon. We were
Yeah.
talking about that. So
Like,
yeah,
can't scratch that.
yeah, no spoilers in there for anything. But she's gonna play through the main trilogy at some point here.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to play more killing games so bad. This is so good.
But I think there'll be, I guess there's a credit thing once you leave this loading screen.
Oh, if I leave the loading screen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Aw, there's snow.
The fact that I've talked to half of these people, it's fucking beyond me.
Yeah, that is wild.
Oh man,
That
we
is
play
so-
games with some of them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, who's Diana's voice actor?
I know, who are they? They do
Who
such
are
a great
they?
job.
They're so good.
I know, right? We should just talk to that person.
I wish I
They
could
seem
play
like a
a
great
game
person.
with them on Friday. Like. Ooh, I like this. This is nice. Man, all these people did so good on this. Ooh. Ooh, the singing. Who sang this? Oh my god. This is fantastic. Nicole from the Sippin' Musicians, Nicole and Scotty.
Okay,
Nicole has a
neato.
beautiful voice.
Very nice voice, yes.
Wait, what were those credits just now that came up with the voice actors and like some of the items you could gift next to their names? What was that?
Oh, I'm not sure. I wasn't paying full attention to it.
Hey Snow, what was that? Like I saw the robe of useful things next to your name.
Maybe it was people that had ideas for
Oh,
items to throw in, maybe?
Maybe Snow will confirm.
Hmm.
I just saw that and I was like, wait, what?
I guess there was a design contest for items early on, and I guess that's what those credits were.
Oh,
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
through a little mini competition. Cute. I love that.
And then the ominous music plays again.
Yeah, there's the ominous music. Well, that was great. Holy crap. I'm gonna be anxiously waiting for the, the next chapter.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It'll be a little while.
Yeah.
By a little longer than
I
quite a while.
figured. Yeah.
It's like waiting between anime seasons. But you know, if we can wait for anime, then we can wait for chapters.
For sure. Channy, look at the school in the background. Sure hope nothing happens there.
But yeah, I'm trying to like, now that I like watching the thing again, I'm trying to work on better theories. There's so many little details that get missed. Like me seeing again, like I'm trying to figure out the situation that Tozu's doing things in, because in the prologue, everyone is on a train that has other students, but only they get dragged into this mess. So it's like, what happened to the other students then? Are they also having similar killing games? Does Tozu also hang out with them? Like,
there were other students besides the main
they
ones?
talk about it in the prologue. It was confirmed by Grace because she had to go to the bathroom, or as she said, I believe, had to go take a right piss. And she said that she went through more people in the train. And
were they on like
saw
a different
other students
car?
were coming back. They were in their own car, and you had to go through various cars to get to the bathroom and saw other people that were also going to the school. So it's like, are they in their own situations as well, or is there only one little like locked off place that's being dragged into this mess? I don't know. That's a tough one to find out.
Oh, Allie with the bits. The Kaimon bits. I want them to become canon too. I want it so bad. The cute little gay boys.
Man, there is a free time event of Kai's that just fuels the ship even more.
Does it? Oh my god.
Yeah. It's the second one. You did the first one. It's the second one that, like, yeah, it's something.
Oh my gosh. You know, as soon as I end this stream, I'm gonna be fucking going on Reddit. I'm gonna be looking up these theories. I'm gonna be looking on the the free time events. I'm gonna be looking at all of this shit.
Yeah, you're gonna find all kinds of wild. If you think anything I say is crazy, there's some crazy people on the internet. Like one of the insane ones was about how Wolfgang isn't dead, and I'm like, tell me you're clinging to your favorite for 2 months.
Oh my god, that
they had like a whole Twitter thread of like fucking 36 posts of a thread about how Wolfgang isn't dead and that he's still alive, and it was a fake body double that was switched out, and I'm like, all right. I thought I was crazy.
Where's even like the smidge of like evidence that could be true?
It was a crazy read.
You know, I would honestly love to read it. I would love to read it though,
man.
honestly. I love Wolfgang, and I was very, very, very upset when he died. But even I know that he's dead.
Listen, exactly. You can accept the unfortunate situation that your child is dead.
Yes, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm not gonna jump through hoops to even slightly prove that he may be alive. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible.
Uh-huh.
Unless there's some huge fucking reason that Tozu would want him alive, but I don't think there is.
No.
Unless Tozu dad theory, but then again, Tozu seems fucking crazy, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Even if he was his dad, he'd be like, oh well. My son's dead.
And, like, not even saying theory, just throwing things out there of, like, information that's out there. Like, obviously with the blackmail, like, the whole point is, like, father, like son. It was the whole wolf in sheep's clothing thing, talking about a dark background that obviously his father must have had. You know, to say wolf in sheep's clothing, it's a pretty negative context on that one.
Yeah.
It's never said positively.
No.
Which would show that his father was probably not a great person.
Yeah, that's what I got
that,
from it.
He had some not so fun tendencies. And there was a little thing at the end of this chapter when I think it was Winona brings up, like, you know, we can't just say for sure that Wolfgang brought a knife down there strictly for self-defense. And Grace, who knows him really well and always defends him, like, aggressively, that shut Grace up.
I clocked that.
She would know him way too well, and she could not deny that statement outright. When she would always be like, "What the fuck did you just say, you little shit?"
Okay, to be fair though, I don't think they knew each other all that well at all. Weren't they just a fling? They didn't know each other before then.
I mean, they didn't know each other, but
she wouldn't know him inside and out. So I mean,
well, wording on that one, but
stop! Oh my god, god damn it.
But like, when you're stuck with no one to talk to except for a few days, the point is that you can see someone's good side, but you can also see someone's bad side, especially when you're with someone like that. And the fact that to Grace, it's not just like, you know, while it is, yes, it's been a few days, so it's a fling, but it seemed like they had a serious relationship building there. And it wasn't just, it wasn't just that. They actually had, like, a relationship building.
Yeah.
So she would get to know him a lot, especially when you're trapped in the middle of fucking nowhere with nothing to do but talk to people about your life. So, over the course of however many days it was like a few days that was in the game. Like,
I don't think it's even been a week yet.
I don't think it's been a week yet. But obviously Grace knew something that she couldn't just outright refuse.
Maybe, I don't know if it's going that far. I don't know if it's that she knew something that she couldn't refuse. I think maybe the whole trial, finding out someone actually did kill, finding out that Wolfgang did lie to her, all of that stuff maybe just making her kind of doubt who he really was to begin with. Not that she knew something about him that was bad. Maybe it just made her doubt what he was truly capable of.
I don't think so, because even from the moment that she discovered his body, she knew he was murdered and she was out for blood. She knew what had happened. Like, there was no bit on that. She knew that someone killed him and she wanted revenge and she was always defending him. Like,
no, yeah.
I'm saying that, like, you saying that, like, the situation setting in, that already had set in for her. It would be weird timing for that to happen, of all things, especially when she was still being aggressive, not long before that. It was only that specific line that made her be silent for once. And especially one that puts him in such a negative light as someone saying, I think he went down there with the intent to kill. Like, you would defend someone like that if you were so close to them, but to not respond to that of all the other things she responded to, that's a weird one to not suddenly jump the gun on as she had on other things. She was ready to fucking execute Eloise in 5 minutes of the trial.
Maybe it was, I don't know, maybe Wolfgang told her something about that his dad did. Like, maybe Wolfgang confided to her that his dad fucking killed his mom or something. Maybe that's why he's so emotional about the first trial, and then maybe she's like, oh shit, maybe if he really is like his dad, then I can't refute that. I don't think that it would have been possible for her to see Wolfgang do something violent in that short span of time that she knew him, to stay silent in that statement that Winona made. I think it must have been something that Wolfgang had told her, that had admitted to her, that made her stay quiet there.
Well, I think we're on the same point. That's the point, is that because Grace knows Wolfgang, she knows that, when he grabbed the knife, he probably went down there not strictly out of self-defense. I'm pretty sure agreeing that Grace knew enough to not be able to say anything otherwise than
I don't
that
know
statement.
I don't know if I'd go as far as say that she knew that he went down there not for self-defense. I'm saying that she made doubt that it had been for self-defense.
Okay,
Like,
we're pretty much in the same boat, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think that is a definite that she's like, oh shit, he definitely went down there to kill someone.
I think on the same boat is that, not that it was a definitive, like, oh, he was gonna kill, but just the fact of being like,
oh, maybe he didn't.
Like, it's the fact of, I can't say no to that. I can't say yes, but I can't say no.
Yeah, okay.
That's more what I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to say, like, oh my fucking god, he's fucking bloodthirsty. But just the fact that she was like, I can't just say no on this one, so I'm gonna have to tap out here.
Based on all of that, I think that Wolfgang may have like confided in her about something either he or his dad had done that made her react that way.
Yeah, I think it's probably the fact that, because if you believe that the blackmail is true, which for everyone else it's been true, that would refer to the fact that Wolfgang is like his father, and that he is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Like, the blackmail just straight up says that. So you would have to assume that means that Wolfgang does have a dark side.
I don't want to assume that, though.
I know you don't assume that your son, but every other blackmail has been true, even the weird ones about Toshiko's playground fling that she had back in 4th grade. But it's there. I also really want to know what Damon's was. And who had Damon's, because they never came forward.
Yeah, I really want to know what Damon's was. That would be really interesting.
And then there was one that someone pointed out that what I saw on Twitter once that might have some weight to it. I don't know. It's a very small thing.
Okay.
So, the person who wrote the note to Diana about, I have your blackmail. I think we should discuss this in the basement at, so-and-so time. She didn't say anything about it being weird in a ransom note-wise situation. Is there anything that Diana was trying to hide about her potential blackmail? Everyone else did theirs out in the open, but hers was done blackmail style and felt threatened by that, which means there's potentially something to feel threatened about. Once again, I don't like believing there's any wrong bone in Diana's body, but why put yourself in a situation like that if your worst blackmail is nothing to be worried about? Because if you got a blackmail like Toshiko's that you had a playground fling,
yeah,
that wouldn't be something to be worried about going out to people and be like, so what if, so what if that's, the way it was?
Yeah, Allie, that kind of caught me for a second. I was like, wait.
I know it was Ava who did it. I'm just saying that at the time, Diana doesn't know. Diana just knows that a random person, well, actually, it was supposedly signed by Wolfgang. That's right. Like, if it was something that bad, I don't know.
Well, I think
I don't want to believe there's anything there.
If it was an anonymous letter.
But, remember, it's actually not, it was signed by Wolfgang.
I know, I'm saying
quote
if.
Unquote.
I'm saying if. If it was anonymous, and this blackmail was bad, I don't think that Diana would have gone to the boiler room. But since it was signed by Wolfgang, she's like, I can trust him. Let's talk about it. I'll get my blackmail back. It'll be good. I think because she trusted Wolfgang that she went down to the risky boiler room, to this creepy basement, and because she trusted him. But I think if it was anonymous, maybe she would have second thoughts. I don't know.
And also, and you got to see a little bit because you were gonna try and hang out with Diana that day, but you couldn't.
Yes.
Because Diana felt off.
Uh-huh.
She was after, and that we know now that's because she got the note. Remember, because she was like, I can't attend because I'm busy tomorrow, so I can't go to the game tournament. And then she was like, oh, you want to hang out? I'm sorry, I have a lot going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, once again, if you have nothing to worry about, why is she stressing out about someone writing a note like that? if it was just about the fact of having a blackmail of like, you know, oh, you use off-brand products in your beauty salon, like, that's not something to be stressed out about. But Diana actively spent a day not talking to anyone because of that note about the blackmail. If it was something small, that's not a reasonable reaction.
Yeah, no, that's completely valid. I forgot about her little stressed out part there.
Yeah, she was extremely nervous for the entire day and did not want to talk to anyone or hang out with anyone. Yep.
Oh, Diana, girl.
I said, I like to believe there's no evil bones in that girl's body, but the reaction to it is slightly off-putting.
Not gonna lie, like, I really like Diana now, like, with her whole, like, heroic thing, like, that was really cute. But in the beginning, I wasn't sold on her. She just seemed kind of off to me. And then the chameleon bracelet, I was like, that's sus. Like, a chameleon as your animal motif? Like,
yeah, chameleon
is
a shape changer.
Yes.
And her whole shtick is being, you know,
adaptable.
Of being adaptable and changing people to be what they want to be.
Yeah, like I wasn't completely sold on Diana in the beginning, simply because of I noticed her after you guys pointed out the animal thing, the chameleon bracelet. I was like, oh, okay, that's different. That's very different from everyone else's, and it's a shape changer. Oh, I just saw Allie, you forget how aggressive Evan's voice can get when he's throwing out theories.
That's Theory Boy's going crazy over here.
He does.
I'm passionate. What can I say?
Oh my god.
I'm the ultimate theory boy. I had an ultimate talent to be the ultimate theory boy.
Ultimate theorist.
Yep.
Oh goodness. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't completely sold on Diana in the beginning, but I really liked her towards the end because she was, you know, all for Wolfgang and stuff like that. And she's really sweet, and she was crying and stuff, so I felt bad for her. But I think... Ooh, Snow's popping in. I love how she's a person that struggles to be in the spotlight, but then when she gains confidence, it gets shut down. Yeah, that was really sad when when everyone was just side-eyeing her.
Yeah. It's just an unfortunate moment of like, now is not the time to talk about this.
Yeah.
In this same day, in the past like so many hours, 2 of our friends have died, and we just watched one get brutally destroyed right in front of us. Like, everyone was like, now is not the time for you to be speaking up right now.
Yeah.
It's like, ouch.
You're like, girl.
Like I think if you look at the art, because I was looking at it again when it's Diana with her hand up, you can see Grace, and she's not even looking at Diana. She's looking away from Diana. You only see her back and her hair. And I'm like, ooh, God. Literally getting a cold shoulder from Grace talking about being the new Wolfgang. I was like, oh my God. Like, everyone just has this awful expression on their face.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, this hurts now they see this again. Because before, the first time I'm so focused on Diana and her brightness, I'm like, oh, you go, girl. But every other person is just, like, not having it. And I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, like, you get what she's going through, but saying, oh, no one's gonna kill us, just repeating Wolfgang's clearly false words again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when literally 2 people just died.
Yup.
But anyway, with Diana, I forget who was saying it earlier in the chat, but I saw it for a split second. Someone was saying something about how Diana has a lot of potential in this. And honestly, like, I think that is it 2 people can win, or is it only 1 person?
I believe it was stated that 2 people.
2?
Yeah, 2 students.
Honestly, I think
survive.
that Diana may be one of them.
Fair.
Like,
I think that... Oh, you can go ahead.
Oh, I forget my train of thought. But what she was... just how, like, prominent, like, her last speech was with everything, and, like, her being a part of, like the killing, and not a part of it, but being thrown into the killing unwillingly, and all this, and her saying she's gonna adapt and all this stuff. I'm thinking Homegirl is maybe she's either gonna change in 2 different ways. 1, she's gonna go fucking crazy as each killings go on. Or 2, she's going to like fucking like rise up with everyone and try to get this shit sorted out like Wolfgang. But either way, I think maybe she'll make it to the end somehow.
Yeah, the theory that Allie and I had, I can't really even say it's a theory, it's just more of our thoughts and predictions of what'll happen going on from chapter 2 forward, are because this chapter really shocked us, and especially people that play daily killing games, because when you go through the prologue, you get these, you know, the characters get their footprints in the story of what their positions are set really fast, and the game presents you that Damon is the protagonist, even if he's a bit of a dick, and you have your rival character of Wolfgang, because they never saw eye to eye. You know, he was the lawyer against the debater. They were always kind of butting heads with each other. So he was like your rival character. And Eva was like the sidekick character that was always beside you through everything. But now they're both gone.
Yeah.
But we believe that Diana is going to essentially take the place of the rival, because Damon literally fucking crashes out at the very end.
Yeah, he did not like it.
The last words of the chapter where that made him he was fucking fuming to see that out of everything. Like, my thoughts are that Damon, he was like, I'm the one that solves everything. I'm the one that saves all of your worthless lives. And every time I do this, you all look up to someone else. First you look up to Wolfgang for the prologue. Then you look up to Diana after the first chapter. And so I think they're going to be rivals where, like, Diana is a good person and kind-hearted, where Damon is kind of like, even though he's the protagonist, he has antagonistic tendencies.
Yeah, he does.
So it's not that Diana's the antagonist of the story. Diana is Damon's antagonist and rival, and I think that's the role she's going to play taking forward, is being the positive person, but that's the crux to Damon, because he's the selfish asshole. So our thought is that they'll be rivals, but that doesn't make Diana a bad person, because she's a positive rival.
Mm-hmm.
And Damon's just a bit of a, sorry, Channy, that I'm over here shitting on your boy. But he's just a little bit of a prick sometimes.
He is, yeah.
And so that's the thought, is that, like, she's very much going to be that opposite force, especially if she does truly try and take the helm of Wolfgang to try and push forward and be the lead on getting evidence and getting people to act a certain way and all get along. Like, she'll probably be around for a while because she has to maintain that force of the rival, the person that's always going to butt heads with Damon. It's kind of the role she's probably going to take up. How far that takes her, we'll have to see.
Yeah, I hope she sticks it out. I hope she does.
Yeah.
But
I've always thought that, I think if anything happens to Diana, maybe the writers give me the script back. I know, right? I think, I've just hijacked with my theory talk. I'm trying to help build off of with Allie here. But my assumption before that I think I said in our playthrough was that if something happens, Diana's gonna end up being like an accidental killer, almost like she was in this chapter. Like, something's gonna happen that drags her into a situation where it's not something she wants to do, or not even something that she thinks she's attempting to do, but something that unfortunately drags Diana into the position of being the killer. Because that would be Diana's worst nightmare. To be told of, like, you are the reason this person is dead. You have to defend yourself. And it's the last thing that she ever wanted to be on her plate. She always wanted to be, you know, the one that brings them all together. That if she's not a survivor, I think that's the way it would go with Diana, is being forced into the situation.
I could definitely see that happening. I really could. But being forced into it, wouldn't that mean being forced into it by someone else? Or do you think just more of like an accidental type thing?
Honestly, these writers are so fucking crazy, I don't know what to expect. They can bring anything in there with their fucking weird, twisted killing game rules.
If you kill someone accidentally in this, is that like, do you still have to like have like a trial and everything, and like, would you still get executed?
I believe the rules are if you are the cause of another student's death, you are the blackened.
Okay.
If you are walking down the hallway and bump into someone and they slam their head on the fucking fancy ass tables outside the room and hit their temple and die immediately, you're the blackened. That's the way the rules work.
Oh, Allie, interesting. I wonder if Diana would confess right away because she wanted Wolfgang's killer to step forward before the trial happened. She seems like the type that would. Because if she plays up this whole, you know, like protagonist, antagonist type deal against Damon and everything, I feel like Damon would try to defend himself if he accidentally killed someone. But Diana, on the other hand, I feel like she would probably come forward.
Yeah.
Because, you know, with her being pure-hearted and everything, but...
Yeah. Also, I won't let this go on too long, because though before you go to work tomorrow, you probably want to try and ingest all the Eden's Garden content that you can.
Oh, yeah.
I noticed going through this game again, there's a very interesting wording in the rules that I'm going to throw to you, and I'm going to throw to everyone. It's something I never noticed before.
Okay.
Because in the rules, I'm going to skip past Rule 1 because Rule 1 is the weird one. Rule 2, you have students are not allowed to vandalize any of the kill in-game property. You know, the exception applies. Rule 3, students are prohibited from harming Tozu and Mara. 4, any students who are responsible for another student's death are blackened. All of this. But in Rule 1, it states, all students or unwilling participants of the killing game must live at Eden's Garden Academy. Why change the verbiage where everything else only refers to all students, but suddenly add in unwilling participants in that one rule? All students or unwilling participants of the killing game must live at Eden's Garden Academy until the headmaster grants them release. But that is the only place they ever say anything about unwilling participants.
Okay, Channy said Mara.
Referring to the fact that does refer to the fact that someone is an unwilling participant that is not a student. That is not a student. Because they changed the fact, because everything else, students not allowed to vandalize the fishing killing games. Students are prohibited from harming Tozu. Students are responsible for another student's death. Once a student is killed. Everything else always says students, but at the very first rule, it adds in unwilling participants. And it's for the one that says that they must live at Eden's Garden Academy until the headmaster grants them release.
That is very interesting.
But then everything else never refers to the unwilling participants again. Everything else is always students. Why add in... Oh, hold on. Dark Adam seems a mix of it. Hold on, because Allie just, in my ears, I think I heard somebody at the highlighted message about Dark.
Oh, highlighted message.
Yeah, Damon's anger is like a mix of I did everything, you fucking kidding me, and are you actually stupid? How can you say this after everything? And how can someone like even have the audacity to try and be Wolfgang, at least to me and Channy? I personally, because of the way that Damon acts, I think only the first one of that is true. About the whole, like, I did everything, you kidding me. I don't think he cares about a replacement for Wolfgang. I think he's angry that he's not the replacement for Wolfgang. Sorry, Dark and Channy.
Because, you know, he did say all this nice stuff about Wolfgang and everything, like, while he was speaking during the trial. But I didn't really believe it, to be honest.
There are a lot of people that also say that when he said those positives, it was to save face, to save his own self from execution. He's an ultimate debater. He knows exactly what to say to get people on his side.
Stuff, yeah.
He can save his own skin easy because he's the ultimate at doing that. If you're going to come head on with me in a debate and think you've got me cornered, he knows how to get himself out.
Mm-hmm. Not to say this is Damon's a bad character or anything. Damon is really growing on me. He is a very interesting, definitely not black and white character, which, you know, Evan, I love. I don't like just plain black and white characters. I love middle line gray characters. I love that shit.
Yeah, I like the hint of, like, I don't think that he's an antagonist or bad guy. Mm-hmm. He's very selfish and self-centered and egotistical,
very much.
which I like.
Yes.
I saw something that came in through the messages of like a hint of jealousy, maybe even from Snow. And I think that's the key, is that, you know, he thinks he's so high and mighty, but like compared to seeing Ultimate's like the ultimate lawyer, the ultimate fucking, you know, entrepreneur who's a fucking billionaire, like his isn't that well applicable to anything.
Yeah, it's not.
Especially making money. He can talk shit on Jet and Cassidy all he wants,
but they
both
make
of
it
those are
bank.
Race car drivers make fucking shit tons of money.
Yeah.
Streamers, even though she kind of had the weird little face about making money, they make shit tons of money. You don't make, there is no job that is being a debater. The closest you get is law, but he got usurped by Wolfgang on that immediately.
Yep.
So he's trying to be all like, I'm so good. You can talk to me all you want. I'll beat you in a debate. But is he actually that special to become something for the rest of his life off of that? I believe he is jealous and insecure about that. And so he tries to hold the high and mighty aspect of, you know, I'm so good at all of this. I'm so fucking great. Look at me. While being the same as Eva of being like, my ultimate truly means nothing. My ultimate doesn't give me anything in life. Ava being so insecure about being a mathlete to where it's like, I will say whatever the fuck I want to seem important to you people, because she knew if I say mathlete, everyone's gonna push me in a corner and I'm gonna be, as she showed from her little backstory trauma dump, she's like, I'm not gonna be there, and I like, no one cares about the mathlete. I've always been alone.
Honestly, like, looking back on that with Eva, like, I think Homegirl was just thinking that no one cared about her. I think people did care about her, but I think she was so just insecure with her ultimate talent or whatever that she just completely was blind to the people that actually did care.
And that is entirely true, because looking at the presentation again of how she was like, you know, if anything happened, Wolfgang would have accused me first, and even believing that if something happened, no one would care to find her killer. That is objectively false, because that's the point of the everyone's lives depend on finding it. But she was so dead set on no one caring about her that it was like, even if I was murdered, no one would care to find the killer. And it's like, that shows how far deep Ava was in believing that no one cared about her. That even though they were in a game that resulted in caring about a victim, she believed that no one would try and find the killer.
Yeah.
Which is literally objectively nothing.
Yeah, false.
Yeah.
Yeah, Homegirl.
And I think that was, yeah, I believe that was the point to kind of show how dead set she was in her, not like that lack of self-confidence in her ultimate and everything. As that was the point to show like, oh, she's that far gone.
Yeah.
Even though she had a roommate that cared about her and a game that stated people had to care about the victims and would find their killer. She was like, nope. If I was killed, would y'all really try and find the killer? Like, fucking, yeah.
Like,
we
yeah, they
live
would.
even if you're dead, bitch.
Yeah, when she said that, I was like, girl, you're in too deep in this negative thinking here. Wait, hold on, I'm looking at the chat.
Yeah, there's so much going on. Everyone was laughing at me because when I was going off about Damon not liking his talent, everyone thought I was talking about myself, that I had no value. So thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
Oh,
one.
I see. Wait, Lickin Studios. Wait, I just realized Grace and Diana are now bunking alone, which means most likely they'll be placed up. That's gonna be a fucking disaster and a half.
Oh, God, yeah.
Unless someone forces them to bunk together, I don't think that's gonna happen.
They can stay in their own rooms. They don't have to. Like how Damon on the first night stayed in only his room because he was like, fuck Kai, I don't want to be in that room. So he literally went back to his room and didn't care for the first night.
Oh, Chandy, I don't think anyone is gonna bunk together after this. Yeah, you know?
Oh yeah, no one's gonna trust each other anymore. That whole storyline, that's done.
Okay, but I think the exception is gonna be Ingrid and Toshiko.
I can see that. Toshiko's not gonna want to be alone at
No.
all anymore, and is gonna need that parent figure.
Except, see, even Damon and Kai. I don't know if Damon will want to bunk with Kai anymore.
No, absolutely not. I mean, as much as they like had their bonding experiences, this is only the first day that 2 of those people died. There's, and especially with how spicy Damon can be, they're gonna butt heads. Everyone's gonna split up.
Ooh, Snow, it'd be cool if the bunking changes, but instead it's all like, it's like all the girls and all the boys, but people start sneaking out or something. Ooh.
Well, I mean, that's the way it originally was. They separated by guys and girls, but then fucking... There was the argument that happened, so 2 of them had to switch rooms.
I think people it's just gonna be a free-for-all now.
Unless they mean that everyone's gonna stay in, like, all of the boys stay in one room and all of the girls stay in another room.
Oh, is that what... Oh, is that what you're saying, Snow?
I like that idea. I think... Yeah, basically, basically like that they would all stick together. But I think there's too much distrust for that to happen. All it takes is one person distrusting, and they're gonna split off. Like, as great as the idea is, Winona's gonna fucking say peace out and not be a part of that.
Grace is not gonna be a part of that shit.
Grace is not gonna talk to anyone for 5 weeks.
Yeah, poor girly.
She's not gonna step out of a room until the next trial.
Oh, she's just gonna. Oh, is she just gonna stay in Wolfgang's room? Oh my god, that would be so sad.
That.
What?
The people who die, their rooms are gonna get locked. So
no,
she's gonna get
that's so
out of that room.
sad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case. That she's gonna be forced to go back to her room. I'm pretty sure.
Damn, that's sad. How do you know they're gonna be locked?
I think most people, or at least a lot of people, assume that because that's how the other games went. In Danganronpa, when someone would die, their rooms would get locked and you wouldn't be able to enter into them again.
I see.
So unless they change the rules in this one and leave it more free, then that is possible. But in the other ones, their room got locked immediately afterwards.
Okay.
So, but it's not Danganronpa, so the writers can leave that open to going up. But if you want to break people's hearts, locking Grace out of Wolfgang's room, that's gonna set that woman off the edge. And you know what? That's incredible character stuff right there. It's what I would do because I'm a
storytelling. That's good storytelling.
Including the teddy bear. Lock that teddy bear in there.
No.
She's gonna like fucking kick the room down and everything.
No, he won that for her. No.
No.
It's hers. She should be able to keep it. Oh, man.
It's gonna be outside the room on the floor, just
waiting.
waiting.
My god, stop. I would die if there was a sprite of Grace just hugging the teddy bear. I would fucking cry.
Oh shit, Allie just said something that would actually be true of me when I was like, oh, she'll just kick the door down. But you can't destroy school property.
Oh my god,
Grace
she'll get
kicked
shot.
the door down, she'd get shot.
Jesus. Oh no.
Let me throw something out here, everybody.
No, do not predict that Grace
it's impossible. Grace kicks the door down to get her stuff out and want to stay in there, and Mara executes Grace on the spot in chapter 2. How far is Grace willing to go back in that room?
Oh, man.
Will we get an out-of-trial character death? You can say no all you want. My mind's telling me no.
Story-wise...
But my body's telling me yes.
Story-wise, it would be good, but Grace is too much of a good character for her to
I know,
die
I
like
love
that.
Grace so much.
Damn it, no. I swear to God, Evan, if this happens, you will never let anyone live it down. You will... you will brag about this for eternity if this happens.
Well, hey, at the same time, all I want to know here, I want you to tell me one thing, all right?
What's that?
Because you lost your son, Wolfgang, so who's going to be your son going forward?
I really like Jet.
Okay, so
Probably
Jet is the victim for chapter 2
Shut the
because
fuck up!
your son seemed to fucking die.
Shut the fuck up! You bitch!
If you choose a second child
Shut
and
the
they
hell
die,
up.
you're cursed. All
Shut
right?
the hell up!
You're fucking cursed.
Shut the fuck up, Evan! Don't put it into existence. You asshole!
Oh my god.
No! Ban him! Mods attack! Wait, Evan's a mod. Ban yourself, Evan!
I don't even think I can do that. Wait, I can ban. No, it says I can ban that. That would be the greatest bit.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
You just be like, hey, Allie, I have a question. Who's gonna be your next son? And then he's gonna die.
Oh man.
God. I can't, I can't replace Wolfgang. But
I know he'll be your number one forever.
Jet
That's the
is
way
like
it works.
a younger son, Like, sometimes.
I'm just so glad.
What was that?
I'm just so glad someone else appreciates Jet too.
I love him. He's such a
Please.
goober. And he's so wholesome. Oh, Channy, you have a track record of your faves dying. Oh no. This is like one of the first times that one of like my really truly faves have died. Like out of a lot of my sons, they're all still kicking somehow.
Yeah, most of your fictional sons are still kicking and chugging along.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever been super, super sad about a character death. Like, in a long time. That's because they're in sports anime. At least... Look, Yuta's still alive. Yuta.
Yeah.
I thought he was cooked for a while. Nobra, my daughter.
Man.
She's still alive.
Yep.
But man, no, but anyway, I was saying, you know how, like, I hate to say because it sounds so bad. You know, like, parents, they say they don't have a favorite when they have, like, multiple children. But, like, they do. Like, in the back of their head, like, they have a favorite. Like, I really like Wolfgang, Jet, Cassidy. I think of them as my children. But Wolfgang's the absolute favorite. No one can really replace him.
Exactly.
Not to say that I won't be incredibly fucking upset if Jet dies. I will be very upset. Just not upset as Wolfgang.
Lickin, we've never seen Jet's face, and one of the imitation arts in Nefast did is symbolism shows him with his face burning off. We think his face got burnt in a car accident. The only thing I'll say to that is that Nefast came out very quickly because a lot of people were building theories off of... Nefast is one of the lead artists in the game.
Oh, okay.
But they came out and said that all of their imitation artwork is non-canon and should not be used to build theories.
Ah, okay.
Nefast came out straight up and said this is all just... This is them doing artistic expression with their favorite characters from the series. The imitation Echo Arts are not canon to the games and to not use them to build theories. They're simply just like personal art projects that they did.
But they could be true.
They could be, but I also feel like probably not because the devs of the game they wouldn't want you to spoil things like that in a random, like, outside of the game art piece. I think a dev would get pretty upset if you put a secret like that forward.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you can't reveal things that too early in a game that's in development. And so, like, that's where they came over, like, all this stuff, it's not canon.
Nefast more so said that was his own interpretation of the characters without going too much into detail. Makes sense. That theory is insane, though. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
God, that's why he always wears his freaking helmet and never takes it off. Oh my god, and why he hates showers?
Oh my god.
That's awful. Holy shit.
Jesus Christ. It'd be fucking metal.
That would be... Holy crap, that would be tragic as fuck.
What I'm waiting for is the reveal. He takes off his helmet. It's the most beautiful man you've ever seen.
Yes,
like
fucking Inosuke.
Yes, I was gonna say it's Inosuke style. You just take it off, and it's just fucking Chad McGee.
Gorgeous, man.
Exactly.
Man, I want to see what he looks like so bad.
I know, right?
Like, so bad. Like, I love him as he is. His helmet is adorable with the little ears, but like, God, I want to see what he really looks like so bad.
Yeah.
Hey, Dark, I don't care how beautiful he is, he would be stinky. I don't care if he's stinky, he's my son.
Exactly.
He's a lovable goober. I love him so much. Even these games where I wouldn't put past the devs to wait to show his face until he's dead. Oh my god. Like his helmet somehow like comes off or something, or it cracks and you can see part of his face.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like that because that's the kind of thing they would do in an execution, which means he has to be a killer. No!
No!
Stop that. Because that dramatic reveal has to happen because they don't animate, like, unless you watch it happen, they don't animate the deaths. They animate the executions. So if you were to see that scene of the helmet flying off, that means you'd have to see an execution style. No, I don't like that. Bad.
I don't like that.
Bad.
Oh, no.
Bad, everyone. You wouldn't hurt a soul.
Oh, Toshiko theory? Never shows her mouth at all. It was covered by her fan. What's the theory? Why does she always cover her mouth? Oh, a chip tooth or braces. Oh
my god.
That's really that's really cute though.
That's adorable.
Oh. She has no mouth, Dark.
Like I know that he can get killed and have his helmet come off at some point, but I think if you hide a character's face for long enough, you want to do the reveal in a crazy way, differently from finding the body. Like if you want to make an impact, you have the execution going on, and in the final moments before, similar to how Ava gets sucked into the flames, the helmet would fly off Jet's face before they disappear.
Evan, stop.
So here's my thought. Okay, here's my thought.
No,
if it happens,
Jet can't
I don't want
kill. He is incapable of it.
Do you know what to make him do it?
What?
Is if someone kills Mark.
Oh,
if someone killed
shit.
Mark, Jet would crash out and fucking strangle and body them.
Jet's a big
I would
guy.
call
He
that.
could.
That's a big guy. If anything happened to Mark, that boy would get vengeance for his broski.
His broski. You're
If anything
so
happens
right.
to Mark, he would go off.
You are so right, though. Oh my god.
Exactly.
Holy shit. That would be the only way I would believe it, that Jet was a killer.
Yeah. And Allie, you're kind of missing my point. I get that finding his dead unmasked body would be shocking. I am simply referring to in art. If you watch an anime and stumble across a dead body and you just see it and their face is revealed there for the first time, it's not as impactful as a full-on animated scene of pain and despair, and in their final moments you watch it fly away before they disappear forever.
I just got goosebumps.
I think that would be the more thematic one. Like,
holy shit.
Yes, if you find Jet dead and you see the helmet off and that's how you see his head, that's quite shocking. But you watch it, you go through the pain of what Jet does, and like imagine in your head, if you will, like the scene of Ava with the chain around her neck getting yanked into the elevator. If you have that as Jet instead, but the helmet gets ripped off before he disappears forever. That is thematic revealing.
Ugh.
That is what you would do to make a bigger impact
I
on your
literally
player
have
base.
goosebumps just picturing that. Like, I shit you not. Like, that is crazy.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Like, that's what I'm referring to, is that as a creative, when you're a director for something, that's how you want to make a punch on your players and really make an impact of the situation.
And then you said players. You're in DM mode right now.
Well, because people playing the game would be players. You know?
Yes.
That's what I meant.
But you're talking
as
like a DM right now.
Yeah, I'm talking like a guy that writes for these situations and how I would do something similar. Oh my god.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. Oh my god, that would be so good. I would hate it, but it would be so good.
Exactly.
Man, I could talk about this forever, but it is going on 3 hours now.
Yeah. Here, I'll give you one final one on the jet one of how it could happen. All right. Mark.
Okay.
He's the victim of a chapter. We go through the trial. And, you know, we find out who the Blackened is. Before they can get executed, Mark fucking runs up and grabs them by the neck and, like, strangles them to death. To where Mara...
Jet?
Jet runs up and strangles them to death. And for interfering with the killing game, Mara shoots, hits Jet in the head, and it's in that moment like the bullet pierces through the glass part of the mask, and the helmet goes flying off, revealing his face before he then drops to the ground, dead. Another dramatic reveal. Without needing him to be, you know, a premeditated murder, it's just out of the vengeance for Mark, so he's still a good-hearted boy.
Yes.
But he couldn't hold back like Grace. He just had to fucking, I have to get my one on you before anything happens to you. And Mara has to intervene and end the situation because that's interfering with, you know, the game. Because once it's trial time, you're not supposed to lay hands on anyone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be so good.
Yeah,
damn it, Evan, you need to make your own fan game.
I know, right?
Holy
but yeah,
shit.
I think you can't. Yeah, no one can spill blood in the trial room. So if he intervened, that would be a bad thing, and Mara would have to.
Oh yeah,
step in.
she would instantly.
Yeah, so I could probably see that being the way that it happens. Is that he tries to kill the person that killed Mark, and Mara has to take him down. Yeah, it's in the prologue. He literally states, "I'm the only person that can spill blood in this room."
Mm-hmm.
Tozu says that. He's like, only I can do anything in this room. Or me and Mara. If anyone breaks that, then yeah.
Yes. Damn, that would be so good.
You're welcome, writers. You can have that one for free.
I really hope they do a reveal. But it would just be really sad.
Oh, absolutely.
No matter what, it's gonna be sad.
Yeah, because let's be honest. If they reveal it, they're sick fucks, so it will be when he dies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be in his last moments.
For sure, yeah. Oh, god damn it. Oh, I have all my faves, but I don't like picturing how they're gonna die. Like, I like it, but I don't at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to Danganronpa Alley.
Look at join in our suffering. Okay, you know what? Like, I'm kind of scared of though, is that when like I play like the real Danganronpa games, that it's not gonna be as good as this one. Like, this is so good to me. Like, I'm just scared.
That is
not gonna live up.
That is fair.
Is it?
Like,
okay. I feel bad saying it, but...
No, I mean, that's a fair assumption because the writing of this game is in a lot of ways different from the main game, so without me spoiling too much. But I would say that a lot of the characters in here, as you'll discover very quickly, there's a lot less caricatures in Eden's Garden, where there are various caricature-esque characters throughout the Danganronpa series. When you play, you'll see what I mean.
Okay.
But there are also a lot of, like, positives to the series. I'm never gonna call Danganronpa a perfect game or perfect series. It has its pros, it has its fucking cons, I'll tell you that.
I've heard about the cons.
Uh-huh. Like, if I join you as the voice boy for those, we'll have various times we'll be discussing various missteps in those games. I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
But I would say that they are worth experiencing. The main trilogy is worth it. Ultra Despair Girls, fuck that into the dumpster garbage bin.
Oh, no.
You don't have to worry about playing that.
Not good?
It's a spin-off. It's not a killing game. It's just garbage.
Oh, it's not a killing game?
I will tell you. No, it's like a spin-off action third-person game. And you never need it in your life. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Doesn't exist as far as I'm telling you, that game isn't real. You don't need it. You don't need
Holy
it.
shit. Just erasing it out of existence.
Huh? Ultra Despair Girls. Yeah,
Oh,
the spin-off. That's the one where Vodka had to crash out because of the one
Oh,
scene
that's
in
that.
it.
That's that one
That's
clip
that
that I
game.
sent you.
Yeah.
That was from that one.
Yeah. Yes, that's Ultra Despair Girls.
Shit. All right. Yeah, we're not playing that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of like 10 moments in that game that makes you go,
Damn.
what the fuck were you thinking? Oh, there's a lot in there.
Oh man. That's
Yeah.
mainly what I've heard are the cons of Danganronpa. Just because aren't they older? So there's more kind of
They're older,
offensive
so
jokes in there.
they're older, so there's a lot of things like, especially because like Trigger Happy Havoc when it first came out was, I don't know if it was like 2012 or maybe a little bit before that when it first came out, but especially in Japan, social things 2010 social things were very different for various groups back in those days.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they were.
Which leads to some things that have aged like milk. The milk, not even milk that was in the fridge. You left it fucking by the dumpster for 10 years, kind of aged.
Holy shit, that bad.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But like, and especially with Ultra Despair Girls, they tried to tackle, like other media, they try and tackle sensitive subjects in various things, but it has about as much nuance as screaming the word nuance. It's not nuanced at all. It's very much bad because they're like, oh, how do we correctly approach the sensitive subject of sexual assault, but at the same time use it with fan service?
Oh no.
Like, talk about missing all the shots that you take of trying to be like, oh, it's a game about sensitive subjects and all that. And I'm like, yeah, but you did it wrong.
Yeah, that sounds very wrong. Oh,
Because like all of the characters that are like in the game, there's stories about sexual abuse and physical abuse, and it's all done in the worst way possible, as you can tell by the one line of the I like them young as possible.
Yep.
That wasn't even that's not even touched on before or after. That wasn't even needed. That's just there to add into the fact of like, things are a little weird here. But it's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, never touching that.
Oh god.
Damn, I did not know that was the one. Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
That's wild. Oof.
Yeah, there's other bad parts. There's a fucking, oh god. There's a, oh my god. It's just, it's bad.
Oh
it's
no.
Bad. It's bad.
When you keep
It's
saying
bad.
that, it makes you scared.
Yep, yeah, you should be.
Oh no. Well, never
But
touching that.
That was that
10-foot
game.
pole.
Never touch that one. Don't worry about that.
But the Trigger Happy Havoc one is slightly okay.
The Trigger Happy Havoc one has one specific moment that I would say is the misstep, and I believe that 2 and 3 are pretty clear of a lot of those. The games have a lot of fan service, I will tell you that. I know fan service isn't your big thing, but it's classic Japan for you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fan service in them. I'd actually say the fan service gets worse as the games go along. I think that there's not a whole lot in 1. There's a decent bit in 2, and there's a lot in 3.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I wouldn't have a problem with fan service. And this is me as a lesbian saying this. I wouldn't have a problem with it if they were equal with the girls and the boys, you know? But no, they're always showing the girls' boobs and their asses and everything. No, show a guy in a fucking Speedo and like do that shit too. Like, I don't know.
I'm afraid you're not gonna find much of that in the main series.
Like, I don't want to see it, but if we're trying to be equal here, do both.
Exactly. The calendar we got in Eden's Garden is the best we got
Yeah,
so far, and that's not
true.
one of the regular games.
That's so true.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't find that in Danganronpa.
Yeah, unfortunately.
There's one scene that I guess almost gets close, but it's not really fan service.
Well, either way, I'm excited to play them.
Hell yeah.
Because I really like this. I really like this killing game aspect. It's fun.
It's fun.
I've always loved it and done it.
Exactly. It's the thrill and the terror of what's gonna happen next.
That too.
Who's gonna happen next?
That too. And then you always see me get irrevocably attached to a character and then watch them die with me. And I will see it happen. Well, you guys know about it from the very beginning.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Crimson Darkness, hi.
Oh, hello,
The new
Crimson
chatter ready. We're
Darkness.
about to end.
Yeah. We are about to end. We've just been...
We finished like an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. We've just been talking, theories, all that. Just don't have a fave and you'll be fine. Channy, I'm incapable. I can't do that. It is just in me to pick out my favorite character from anything that I play or watch. Like, I have to. You're saying that as someone who's cursed. I don't know if I'll be able to. Unless there's just all characters I just really don't connect with. I don't know. I feel like I'll probably have a favorite and then they're probably gonna die first, so.
No. Oh, man.
Oh, Allie. Try not to, but look what happened. Oh, man. Oh, Litkin, yeah, I can tell that your favorite's Grace. I love Grace. I hope she'll live. Channy! I'm sorry, that got me. I just saw that pop up and I was like, what?
God damn. Yeah, that came out of left field. Oh, man.
Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. Dark Eden's Garden is the only killing game which I actually simp for a character. Oh, all the other ones in the other games, you see them as, oh, platonic. Platonic love of the main characters. I don't simp for a lot of characters, necessarily, in anime and stuff. But Ingrid, hello. I love a good muscle mommy.
I know you do. And that's why there's a character that may be perfect for you in Trigger Happy Havoc.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, the origin in the first game.
Oh shit.
They started the muscle mommies off the bat.
Oh shit. Oh damn, I really want to play it now. Oh, you won't say it. Dang it. I need to see her now. Now, alright, bet. Well, I'm pretty sure the next game I'm gonna play is Trigger Happy Havoc.
Let's go.
So, oh wait though, the other fan game. God, it keeps popping up on my Twitter, and I'm like, no spoilers.
The one that Allie and I played, or
yes,
Kill Cure?
Yes, Kill Cure.
Yeah, I mean it's only a prologue, so if you wanted to wait a bit on that one, like just like how this prologue, it's a lot of an introduction to the characters and all, so like there's no rush on that one. You can wait.
No death yet.
No, nothing. It's just the prologue. Nothing's no death or destruction or despair or anything yet.
I'll probably wait on that one then, because the art looks so good because like I keep seeing like clips, not clips, but just like screenshots of it, and I'm like, no, I gotta scroll past it. But it looks so pretty, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, you can touch it one. You can easily get it done in like. I did like 4 parts. So it's less than 3 hours.
Yeah.
To be able, you can do that in one stream of yours easily. But yeah, there's no rush on that one because it doesn't have anything big going on with it yet.
I'll probably wait till the next chapter comes out then.
Gotcha.
Probably. I don't know. If I get too hyperfixated on it, I might stream it.
Yeah, if you go through the Donner series and you need a little bit extra, then you just give yourself a little injection with that quick.
Yeah.
Gotta refuel.
Oh my gosh, Litkin, speaking of OCs, I've been fucking hyperfixating on making a freaking Danganronpa OC. Well, specifically Eden's Garden. Oh my god, I need to get it commissioned. I made like pic crews of him and stuff, but I want it commissioned in like the Danganronpa style like sprite. I think that'd be so cool.
I know they're often not cheap.
No, definitely not. But
there would be one best way to do it.
What's up?
If you were to save, it's expensive. It's $150.
Okay.
But Nefast, one of the lead artists for Eden's Garden, does do commissions and does do a Danganronpa sprite commission.
Holy shit! Really?
Yes. But it's $150 for it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. They also do regular commissions too, but in the style, it would be that extra bit.
Damn. You know, if I was rich, I would definitely do it.
I know, right?
If I was rich, holy crap.
Because they can get it literally done in the style by the artist who does the Eden's Garden
so
characters.
Freaking dope. Holy shit,
know,
imagine
right?
like the bragging, like just be like, yo, I got my OC, it's the same as Project Eden's Garden. Like the same art style. Like exact same.
Yeah.
I'd be showing off that thing everywhere.
No, of course.
Okay, we gotta talk about our OCs. We gotta talk.
Oh,
I gotta yap about them. I gotta.
Oh man. Right now, we keep going on tangents.
I know.
Stay up late.
It's like, I already showered and stuff, so. It's but hold on. What is Mortalis Perpetua? Litkin. Mortalis Perpetua? Oh, and speaking of which, Mortalis. Oh, it's a fangirl on YouTube.
Oh, looks like it's a live action thing.
Oh.
Weird.
Jenny, I can also send you one Fanga's YouTube video series if you want to watch it. That's coming to you though. I would love, yeah, if you could send me the link, that would be fantastic. I would love to check it out. Oh wow, they use images of real people. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's funky.
Yeah.
Help save on an artist, I guess.
Yeah,
if you
really.
Can't draw.
Only
Just
has
take
up until
pictures of you and your
chapter
friends.
2. Yeah, really. I mean, that's pretty cool, though. Very interesting. Okay, before I go though, I'm gonna spill a little bit about my about my character because it's in my head now.
Oh man.
So pretty much, I don't have his like lore or anything yet, but pretty much, he is the ultimate wildlife filmmaker. So like people that like do like wildlife like documentaries and stuff like that, he like films them. And his name is Clay, and his motif is a meerkat. And he got inspiration from Meerkat Manor because I love Meerkat Manor.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes, I changed it from Safari Guide. Yes, I did. Originally it was going to be a Safari Guide, but wildlife filmmaker I thought was cute.
I guess most skin would be like maybe like wildlife photographer would be the one that rolls off the tongue the best, I suppose.
But photographer is just pictures. He's a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a filmmaker, Evan, not a photographer.
Oh no, that Allie is me for this. That's my yes that I do. Does me go? Yeah. I'm not trying to say. I'm not trying to disagree. Allie yells at me for the same thing that I do.
Oh, your OC that can't tell you much. You need to play 1 and 2. So I'm gonna do a character there. Ooh, Ultimate Seamstress. That's cool. Florence Lucille. Nice, nice.
Wildlife cinematographer. That's the words we look for.
Okay,
here.
there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds better. Thank you, Allie.
Yes. I don't know words.
Allie always helps me with my OCs.
Yeah.
Alright, now that I'm done yapping, I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. Oh yeah, Allie, I know. I know.
We know.
Oh yeah, definitely over 100.
Oh god.
All right, guys, thanks for staying with the yap session too.
Hell yeah.
Like yeah, all the theorizing. Now I'm gonna go on Reddit. And go ahead and look at the free time events on YouTube as well. So I'm gonna be down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna check my DMs. Yes, I will, Channy.
Oh man.
All right. Thanks for going on this journey with me, guys, on my first killing game.
Yeah.
It was very fun and devastating.
That pretty much wraps it up. Yeah, that sums up these games in a nutshell.
Yeah. But all right, guys. If you want to tune in on Friday, we'll be playing Repo
Hell yeah.
with Evan, Allie, and Snow.
Woo!
Expect a lot of chaos that I've never played before, so you'll have to guide me.
Yeah, we'll show you the ropes. It's pretty easy.
Heck yeah. Oh, one more Kaiman cheer. Yay, Allie with the gay.
Oh, man.
Hey, Allie, do you want to make a Danganronpa OC and we can make them gay? Hell yeah, let's do it.
Oh, man.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
And then I put them in a killing game. What?
Evan, no. No. Oh my gosh, Dark be the killing game host. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Alright, catch me talking to Allie about this now. Alright, I'm gonna go and dive into my rabbit hole now.
Alright.
And then try to get some sleep without thinking about all this entire game.
You're gonna be up all night now.
I know.
It's gonna be a train wreck tomorrow.
I know. I don't know. It's just gonna go into existence. All right. Yes, D&D tomorrow.
D&D tomorrow. Let's go.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna have so much fixation in my head now. It's just gonna stay there. That D&D, everything.
Yup. God
damn it.
Oh man.
Another thing for me to spend money on. Woo!
Yeah.
Catch me on Etsy now, looking for keychains and shit. Okay, I'm gonna go now for real. Good night, everyone. I love you.
Bye,
Thanks
everybody.
for tuning in. I love you guys so much.
You.
And thanks, Evan, for being my voice boy. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Of course. Glad to be voice boy.
All right, goodbye, y'all. Love you.